Travelers plays Echoes of the Past. As a recap, last session, we made our way, we were already in the council building, fighting some nasty monstrosities that came out of Alex's black ichor mouth. Alex turns out to be a demon in human form. A couple of questions were exchanged between Jonathan, the judge, the Aarakocra judge, and we also were introduced properly to Ephraim Stoll, a chronomancy wizard who appears to just be sort of spectating events. On the way back to the Watery Pint, a tavern within Waterdeep, the group questioned Ephraim, sort of got as many answers as they could, and poor Lugus found out that he is not from this time, and that unfortunately the Golden Canopies may not be in the state of which he left. Sad times. A few people were given a couple of magical items that we sorted out last session, and then there was a whole splitting the party between going to Gob's mansion for a piss-up or for a depressing pint in the Watery Pint. The group did all go to Gob's piss-up mansion and have a bit of a rave, which is where we will pick up from now. And what I'll say is it is still evening time, before you guys technically have taken a long rest. Gob is still here. I will be playing Gob. If there's anything that you would like to say.
Glad you've got.
So, yeah, I won't go through and describe this mansion like Jack did, because I can't remember everything he said, but it's a beautiful mansion in the sewers with, if you look out the window, it's just basically a brick wall or a black void. But a lovely grand piano, large chandeliers.
A chaise lounge.
A chaise lounge.
Is it in a better or worse state than the chaise lounge in?
This was pretty good. This stood up to a test of time.
Oh dear.
I mean, that's a good question. How old does everything look? Is it like covered in dust, or is it a fairly recent thing?
Come
on.
Remember, I didn't make this place. It's cooler and everything's covered in dust. Yeah, you. To be fair, no, I would know this. The mansion in the sewer, it appears to be aged. Very peculiar how it's got here. It's almost like it has just been plucked from the buildings above in the city streets and just brought straight back down here, unbeknownst to you how. Berefin is very dusty, quite aged. You can see where Gob's been moving things around, but there's some ornate things that really wouldn't interest Gob, like a picture of an elderly lady in sort of this sort of French bonnet that he just doesn't care about, so he would have never touched it, and that is just caked in dust.
Any names under these pictures?
Margot Peterson. You see under that
Okay.
one.
I thought you were going to say Margot Robbie then.
Margot Robbie, yeah, it's even better.
Would Lugus have heard of any Margot Robbie from his visitations in Waterdeep before?
No.
Neat.
Half of me was like, yes, well, let's roll to see. And then I just thought, no, let's cut this here because I don't know.
Is it possible for me to swing from the chandelier, please?
It is quite high up. I'll probably say it is. You'd have to not quite find a picture, but you'd have to find something to climb on and then possibly make a good jump.
I'll do it.
As you're climbing, I'll get my dented drum out and I'll start banging a beat to give you something to climb to.
Yeah,
Okay, roll me an acrobatics check.
Oh no, I've got to open my character sheet. 10 hours later.
Vicky,
Not too bad.
witness what she's doing.
Not too bad. What am I doing? Acrobatics.
It's doing okay, it's doing okay.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, you're like jumping onto a chandelier, mate. Like, that's definitely not athletics.
Go. Oh, it's wait. What's my
15.
acrobatics? It's a 15.
15, not too bad, to be honest. Yeah, you managed to jump up and you managed to grab the side of the chandelier. And as you manage to grab it, it does swoop forward, and you are sort of on this pendulum swing on this large chandelier, and it's very heavy, very dense thing. So it is going forward and back. You can see it's sort of suspended by 3 chains that sort of triangulate it in the centre of the room.
I love it. Help! I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. How do I get down? How high is it?
For you, it would be a 20-foot drop.
Oh my god. What a stupid idea.
At this point, Flopsy is going to be looking up at the idiot swinging
Mitz, look what I'm
the
doing.
chandelier, and she's not going to respond.
Mitz, look, watch this, watch this.
She's just going to walk over to Lugus.
Oh, I suppose, Julius, would you like to sort of go further? Would you like to push yourself with the chandelier and just see how far you can swing?
Well, my plan for getting down, because I just said it because I thought it'd be funny, but now I'm actually stuck. So my plan is maybe, I don't know where this thing is, but maybe if I could swing, I'll get enough momentum to swing and then jump off and grab onto something, then maybe I could climb down.
There is a second chandelier.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go.
There
Assassin's
wasn't, but there is
Creed.
now. So what I'd like
Find something to climb down.
What I'd like you to do is have a chandelier is quite far away. So first of all, I'd like you to just roll a straight athletics check to see how much strength you can get into this shove. See how much momentum you can glean. And then
I think I've got expertise.
Oh, you do that. You do.
with 25, you managed to get the swing. By your sort of analysis of the trajectory, the swing is absolutely perfect. So if you'd like to make me an acrobatics check, DC 18, to see if you can swing off and jump onto the other chandelier.
I wish I could bard
I
it
thought
myself.
it would be more than that.
Huh?
I thought it would be more than that.
Nah, more.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
So as you swing with immense force, but as you do, you sort of just one of your sleeves of the black trench coat that you picked up just gets caught on one of the chandeliers, and you fall 20 feet, and you will take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow. No, it could have been
I
worse.
would have given you something cool if you made it. Let's put it.
Oh, so close. Who else wants to drop? Just land on my ankle like this. Ugh. That was good fun.
And you all see Gob just sits there, sort of clapping and going, "Ah, that was awesome. Well done. What's your guys' plan for tomorrow? What you doing?"
I don't think we thought that far ahead, have we?
I don't think we have.
We've not thought about it. We need to recap. We've come here and we've got a bit more of an idea what we need to do. Are we still planning on going off to see if we can find some gods?
Well, yes, we do need to do that.
Hey.
We do need to do that, but
It's like just popping down
perhaps,
Yeah, find a god.
perhaps it's worth just making sure about the Argon stuff, like in Waterdeep, where we had off.
Now I felt this
Yeah.
music's too jovial. Okay.
Remind me, we didn't fully investigate the Argon Core down in these sewers, did we?
No. This
No,
is the first
we
time
didn't.
you've entered the sewers, and the first place you've gone is to Gob's mansion.
There is a couple things we can do from the sewers. There's the Argon Core, and a small friend of mine. You haven't met him yet. Julius and Hew, but he told me that somewhere in these sewers there is some roots of Yggdrasil have manifested.
I thought you were about to make up an NPC again.
No, this is my friend Sewer Steve.
So I was sat there going, wait, it's just Julius and Hew. Who have I met?
No. I'm referring to Mr. Key.
The roots of the big
Yggdrasil.
tree.
Aye, where I
should say,
lived.
a suspected Argon Core.
An assumed
An
Argon
assumed-
Core.
Possibly Petal.
Quite possible.
And it might just be worth maybe going to have a look. I'm not going to leave the entire damn Argon Core. Okay, I can barely take a shower.
I would like to see it. Did you see the size of the other one?
It's massive.
It was huge. I don't think you could do it if you tried. Which I don't think you should do. Some balls are too big.
Some balls are too big.
Well. No, I got nothing. Sorry. We all need to go to bed.
Okay, so we've got some options.
Yeah.
I mean, we're stuck here for at least another day. So, because I'm assuming Xandar still hasn't managed to, I don't think after being, smuggled by that idiot, I don't think he's had much time to try and fix the ship yet. So I'm assuming we've got one more day.
But
At least.
you'll remember that Xandar mentioned it would take him a day to get the ship back up and functioning again, but he said it's up to you. There was no, we need to leave in a day. He said he will leave when we've got ready.
So it might be worth, as we're down here now, trying to look for this core. It might be worth going to Lugus's Yggdrasil roots and seeing where that takes us. I could definitely still go to a post office.
I meant meeting those people.
Oh, really?
Correct.
Womble.
Yeah, because remember they were like,
Oh,
they
yeah.
were like, we can't speak to you now.
And
we
we're
have
supposed to
speak
be going
you
back
in the
to
morning.
we're supposed to be going
Yes.
back to the people.
They were like, you're here now, but fuck that.
We've got
Come
to
back
go and
tomorrow.
speak to John.
It's not convenient for us right now. Yes.
Game design.
Yeah.
There was a reason. I can't remember what it was.
Cannot speak. Right, so we have to do that, but did we have like a time for that, or was it just like
I think it's just the morning.
the morning?
Yeah, I know, your favourite. Sorry.
No, not tomorrow morning. Is it in the morning now? What time is
No,
it?
it's still the evening time.
Nowhere near the morning. Yes, it is.
Thank you. I can't do it. The sight of them makes me feel so sick.
Really?
Yeah, well, yes, I told this story last time. In one of the sessions, I got hungry. I ate a whole bag in about 2 minutes. And then I just, yeah.
Wait, a whole
wasn't
bag
good.
of this in 2 minutes?
I was really hungry. So anyway. Oh, good times.
Okay, well, never mind them. Love me.
I think we should maybe sleep on it.
Well, I do think we should probably go to the council. Because it's kind of rude not to now. But they're definitely not going to arrest us.
Didn't they task us with asking some questions to sort of go around sort of the back streets where we were before? I swear that was a thing.
Wasn't a
Right,
task.
'cause he had
It was
to,
more of a here's how you can find out more. It wasn't do this before you come back to us. If you see what.
Okay.
They suggested that Gaddis Cross has been seen.
Oh, yeah, and he was like,
Oh,
stop.
that's the one.
I love how we're remembering all of this together. Facing it bit by bit.
It's only like 4 days. ago.
Yeah, I know. It was a long
Please.
ago.
Well, I'd forgive
one of
you
us
if it was
remembers-
a week, but
Each one of us remembers not.
We got no idea.
Look, a lot's happened, okay? I was
lying.
lied to last session.
No, you weren't.
Oh, Lugus, actually.
Oh, hey.
If you can find the time, I'm gonna get the ring out that Gob gave me.
Oh, hey.
If you wouldn't mind identifying this at some point.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be now.
No, I'll do some identifying before I go to bed. Anyone else looking for some identifying?
No.
Julie,
I don't think I need to.
Didn't you get that coin that you're told not to?
Not to
Right.
spend.
Can't spend it.
I know I can't spend it. I kind of like the mystery
Can't lose it either.
That right?
of not. Look at this.
So it is worth mentioning that I don't know if this is rules as written, but you can attune to something in my rules that you haven't identified and just find out what the fuck it does that way.
I was at first.
As it's guessed. I mean,
you can sure do that if you're reckless enough. You idiot.
it's not going to be cursed. You didn't hate me like Neef. I think. Because, as well, like, I'm not sure, like, I should be the one to ask this, but are you, like, are you okay?
No,
Yeah.
I'm really not.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I'm glad that's
Do you
over.
wanna
Well, that's awkward.
do you want to talk about it, or do you want to just like digest it a little bit longer first?
I mean, I was sort of in a grey area until we like actually go check it out. Because I'm making assumptions, but the ones in my head are a bit morbid, so I'd rather just not talk about it and just disconfirm my assumptions.
Well, how can we help to confirm what you need to know, Lugus?
Well, you just climb the roots. There'll be, at least hopefully, someone will be up there.
So our first priority should be
No,
let's figure this out.
I mean, maybe, but like, I feel like Gatus might be the sort of. I'll sort of let you know when I'm sort of ready. Yeah, it's something to sleep on. We'll just go. Besides, we've got that wizard meeting to get to.
Can I give Lugus a hug?
Yes, you can.
Flopsy's
You
gonna
will
give
not
Lugus.
Wow, you're practically hugging each other. Yeah.
Cool.
She'll say what she'll do actually. She'll hold you, like she'll hug you in one arm, and then she'll use the other arm to kind of like just like stroke your head because you said that you liked that before.
Yeah.
So.
Like Dr. Evil and his cat.
Yeah.
so
Would you like to identify Adam? Up to you.
I mean, I'll identify the ring. Yeah, I'll sort of like kind of float away to one corner, put my ring and Flopsy's ring. That's a weird sentence. Put the magic rings we acquired down on this table, and I will identify Flopsy's first.
Identify Flopsy's first. So this is the ring that Gob passed on that he stole.
Yes.
Yeah, the one that he stole.
That's it. So as you
from his head.
take 10 minutes, I assume your ritual is 10 minutes, Adam.
Yeah.
So you take 10 minutes and you sort of mark up your runes and you draw your symbols and you And, well, you describe to me how you ritually cast Identify.
Okay. I mean, you pretty much got to assume it, because I imagine you sort of like... It doesn't. I don't carry chalk or anything, so I'm like using like, I don't know, sacred flame or something to like scorch a symbol into it. And then yeah, I'll do a big magnifying glass.
Cool. And as before, the entire room just goes boom, and time stops for everybody but you, Lugus. And this tear begins to form in front of you, and a man walks out. Long blue robes and a pointed hat. Hello there. I am Baldur. I have been assigned this case. What do you wish for me to identify?
Hello, Baldur. I'm Lugus. I don't know if we've met. I think we have. We the last time. You're not the same guy.
It's my second day on the job, don't you know?
Oh. Oh, well. You're doing a mighty fine job, I'd say.
I haven't done it yet.
Well,
Leave the reviews until the end.
I just made a safe assumption.
Wow.
It's this ring my friend found and acquired by some means of which I do not know.
Ah, well, that's an easy one. This is a ring of regeneration, you see. You regain 1d6 hit points every 10 minutes, providing you have at least 1 hit point. It's a good one, if you attune to it, for sure.
Oh, lovely. She'll be stoked about that.
Now, there is a small matter of my payment, young squirrel.
Oh, I've forgotten about that. Alright, how much do you need?
Well, this is the thing. It's normally 1 copper, but we do now offer a premium identify service, where instead of taking 10 minutes, you could do it in 2. It speeds up the ritual casting.
Yeah, but well, what's the cost? Is it like a subscription-based thing?
Yes, so every single few days you must give money into the weave. And we will receive it. We pay our taxes. We pay your portion of it, and that's your subscription.
I mean, how much am I paying into the weave every vaguely few days? I know I've been
2
tricked
silver
by this.
every 3 days, exactly free. If you forget, we will come looking for you.
I mean,
now, would you like to hear the second perk of this?
sure.
Now, during your subscription, you will be notified of any magical items in the close vicinity where you currently are. It's almost like this detection aura around you. But you must keep up with the subscription.
Okay, that's actually quite good. I was about to refuse you and say I don't really ritual cast that often, but that second perk, are you offering that to everyone?
Only our most valuable customers.
Oh,
Typically everyone
you like really
level 3.
Oh, okay. Also, it's I thought it was just like loyalty because I've only ever visited you once.
Alright.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'll agree to that. Would you like 3 silver now?
Most certainly, we would like 3 silver and 1 copper, as I have identified something for you on your basic plan.
Okay, if could you give me some change if I just give you a gold? Because I don't have.
No.
Oh.
Do it yourself.
Fuck, okay. That leaves me with.
You'll see that there's just this tear in sort of space itself that is just big enough for a silver coin.
6 silver. That leaves me with 6 silver and 9 copper, and I will offer you the gold. I'll offer you that. Yeah, I pay for it. I've already done the change.
Okie dokie. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I will tell my boss I have done well in upselling. Thank you very much.
Wait,
What?
don't go. I've got one more item for you.
Oh, well, unfortunately, I can only do one item at a time. And
Oh, damn.
He steps back into the weave, and another person comes out. It's a female figure with a pointed hat. Oh, hello there, dearie. My name's Margot Peterson. How are you?
Oh, this is Peterson. How do we? Oh no, wait. This house belongs to Margot Derby. Forget I said things.
This house is very familiar. Odd.
Right, it doesn't matter. I've got this ring for you. I'll present her with the mysterious ring Ephraim gave.
And she will proceed to tell you exactly what it does.
Ah,
That I just won't read out. It's up to you if you want to read out. You know what it is.
would you say this is a hero's ring of judgment? You say, wow, how on theme.
Well, yes, that's it. Well, if there's anything else, dearie, then pop the copper in the slot and I'll be on my way.
Hey, I'll pop a copper in the slot.
It's been a pleasure. And time
That
just
sounds a
goes-
bit like a euphemism. Oh, hello.
And you are now back in the room?
Yeah, I will telekinetically float the ring of regen over to Flopsy. And I'll just, like, when I project into it, the healing. You slowly regain health while I tune to it.
I'll add that to your inventory now, Flopsy. If you would like to
How long
achieve,
have I got?
now would be the time.
Now would be time.
So you can do that in your character sheet by hitting the little sun icon. Like, equip it and then hit the little sun icon.
I forgot that I had to do something.
But yeah, if there's anything else that anyone would like to attune to, or unattune to, up to you.
Oh no. Play
Yes.
with my coin. I don't know what it does.
You want to attune to it though, Kate, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay, cool. So it's not in your character sheet at the moment, but bear it in mind.
Yes, and Hew will definitely be attuning to his new sword as he's wandering around the mansion, kind of half-heartedly, kind of looking around and saying, "What the hell?" I was just trying to figure out the sword for the rest of the evening.
It's
I would also like to go back to the wine cellar and find the oldest bottle of wine that I can find.
okay. Roll me a D100.
D100. Wow. Okay. Mhm.
Oh,
Unfortunately, you only find the most vintage bottle you can find is not technically vintage. It's only 11 years old.
Well, I'll add it to my bonbon mix anyway.
Brilliant.
Oh no. Oh god, that thing is going to
So
be a
it-
big
It's
doll.
essentially just Prosecco. 11-year-old
Brilliant, okay.
Prosecco.
Add some prosecco into this.
You can tell God probably drank the good wine.
It's not going to be fizzy.
Lukewarm, non-carbonated Prosecco. There's
how
a
does that chemically react?
bottle of WKD next to it if you fancy it.
I'll find an opportune. Oh, sorry.
There you go.
I'll find an opportune moment to go over to Lugus, like when he's finished looking all. Well, no, because we freeze, don't we? When he's done his business.
Yeah, to you guys, it's just it's sort of this flash coming from Lugus, and then it just goes, and then Earth is back normal.
Oh, impressive.
I know. It's very expensive, that.
Oh, is it?
Aye. It's like a business run by foreign wizards. They manifest and then like tell you what stuff is.
Oh, that's
Aye.
pretty cool.
Sounds like Luke's prison, actually.
When you put it like that, I just realised how dumb it is.
It's like Google.
I'm impressed
That's the
myself.
thing.
Listen, Lugus, I'm pretty sorry about the, your bad news, I guess.
Potential bad news. Most likely bad news.
But look, I mean, I was thinking about it, and I mean, not now, but maybe tomorrow morning when I'm not like so drunk. I've kind of been working on this thing where I can like speak to people a long way away. And I don't think that I have to know them. I think like I can know about them. And I just thought, maybe you could tell me about like one of your brothers or something, and I could try and speak to them. I don't know if it'll work. It might not do anything.
So I'd certainly like to take you up on the offer.
Okay. When I'm not drunk,
Obviously.
you can tell me about, what was it? Magnus and... What were they? What were all the different
Janus, but he
ones?
doesn't want to talk to Janus.
I thought Magnus was the one that was a bit of an
No,
asshole.
Janus is the dick.
Janus is the dick.
He's probably my least. I still love him, but he's definitely down there. Atticus scares me a bit. Alexis, pretty weird, but he's also quite nice. Magnus, lovely fella. Love the kids. Who's that? Oh, that's me. I'm me. And then Primus.
Primus. Okay. Yeah, so like maybe you could, you could tell me about them, and then I can try and speak to them, and I don't know if it works. I'm not sure if it works if they're in a different time, but I mean, it couldn't hurt to try, right?
No. Thank you.
Yeah. It's okay. I can't do much else, but And if you want to get drunk, then I can help you with that.
I'm alright. I've seen how you have conducted yourself today, and well, I do occasionally like the good drink. I don't think it's the time. Are you alright, by the way? Because you sort of started out of nowhere. I don't know if it was because of Gob's influence or if there's some secret third-party thing you don't want people to know about, but...
Flopsy's going to just say, he's fine. Then she's going to walk off.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah, I am in. She's really mad at me. Yeah, I'm...
I am an elder of nearly 100 years. Or 5,000 years. Who knows?
I mean, look, it's not for tonight anyway. I think you have bigger problems than mine. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't like it. Yeah, it's for maybe
Right.
later.
Yeah.
When you haven't just had devastating news of your own, probably a better time.
Yeah, right.
Only someone had Zone of Truth right now. Oh, we'd have a session.
I almost took it. Okay, cool. Well, cool. I'm gonna go sleep this off, and yeah, we'll try tomorrow. We'll try first thing in the morning.
Be lovely.
Okay. Good. No, I'll give you a little squeeze on your on your squirrel shoulder. I'll try, but I'm really unsure. I don't want to like squeeze too hard. Trying to do like a little this.
It's alright, he's tough, he can take it. Level 5
Yeah, I'm a tough nut. I've been stabbed.
Yeah, there's a blade has gone straight through a small squirrel.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah. That big...
Well,
I'll see you on the model.
is there anything else you guys would like to do before?
There is one more thing I would like to do, but I will happily wait for others to be finished first.
I have something I want to do. But also, Darren's not here as well.
Give me back. Then.
Yeah, we gave him a ring of invisibility.
What do you want to do? You can go first if you want. Yeah.
I'm gonna head to my bedroom. Storm off.
They are lovely bedrooms,
Oh.
by the way. They are very antique, sort of four-poster beds. Lots of, I suppose, 50-50 chance whether you've got one that Gob's decided he's want to sleep in, or one that he hasn't ventured into yet, and it's still just covered in dust.
You know what's worse?
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm taking the dust.
So I'm gonna go into one. I'll try not to think too hard about whether or not Gob has like messed around in it, and then I will sit on the edge of the bed, and I will get the little shard
Ooh.
out
Ooh.
of my pocket.
And it sort of, as you get it out, and if I remember rightly, you sort of wrapped it up in like this sort of napkin handkerchief, didn't you? And sort of as you unwrap it, you could feel its essence. You could feel this Argon aura just sort of coming off it, but it feels different than the last piece of Argon you saw, or the first piece of Argon that you ever saw. It does feel very different. It feels more calming, but still very, very volatile.
I'm gonna kind of stare at it for a little bit, not necessarily try to eat it, but I'm just gonna sort of look at it.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh shit! I tell you what, rather than just go into Foundry, I'm just gonna open up my D&D.
Yes. I'm quite happy if you guys just want to sit there and just roll dice tonight on the
Okay, corroborate my save.
Yeah, use my rubbish dice.
The one dice that I needed.
I might treat myself to a new dice set at the games.
I'm so tell you, I got a child gave me a set of D&D dice as a
That's
thank you
cute.
present. I know.
Nat 20?
Oh,
20!
Oh, shit.
Why don't you do this for me? You traitor.
So, your eyes just sort of glow with this greenish hue as everything sort of in your vision just becomes almost tunnel visioned as you're focusing very much on this shard that you're holding in on your hands. Your peripheral vision starts to dim, it starts to get black, like you're looking for a pair of binoculars. And then all of a sudden this flash, this visceral image just enters your mind of a city on flames. And then that's it.
Did I recognise the city?
Roll a perception check, but in that very slight moment, what can you remember?
I have a passive perception of 18.
Yeah, I remember your passive, but this was just one moment of. I know. I
Ooh,
suppose I'll tell you
that's good.
what. Instead of a perception, roll a history check or an intelligence check. Your choice.
Oh. Well, the perception was 15.
Okay.
What did you say? History or
intelligence. Your choice.
well, it would be the same. Yeah, so 15.
15. You will see. It's familiar. The city is familiar to you. That's all I'll tell you. What I'll tell you is it doesn't appear to be Waterdeep, because you would know that, because all the roofs would be blue.
True.
Every
That
single
is true.
one. And definitely an orange.
Did it kind of look like an archaic version of Baldur's Gate?
Possibly.
you've been guessed.
Hello. I'm gonna say hi.
Okay, interesting. Ooh. All right then. I'm just gonna kind of like after that wonderful sight. I'm just gonna mumble under my breath. I am fed up of seeing everything on fire. And then I'm going to do whatever I did with the previous two and eat it.
You tell me. What are you gonna do?
Well, I kind of like, if I remember, I'm holding it in the napkin at the moment. So I'm gonna grab it with my bare hand.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't do anything, because I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm just gonna like stare at it like I did the last one.
It's interesting because you've consumed 2 artifacts of Argon, different shapes, different sizes, that type of thing. One was a very long time ago. The other one was sort of in the heat of battle. Sort of, let's say you weren't. Can you remember back to exactly what you did? It's not necessarily the actions of what you did. You can discern that, but more. Yeah, describe to me how you want to try and consume a shard of Argon. No one's ever done it before, so apart from you.
It's always been moments where I've kind of opened myself up to it, whether unconsciously or consciously. Because the first one, I was kind of more or less sleeping above it in a more kind of vulnerable state than I had been for the others. And the other one, I actively sort of like tried to kind of hone into it. So I guess I'm going to try what I did, sort of like similar to what I did on the ship when I went into the fugue plane. I'm going to kind of try and find that zone where I'm just kind of staring at it and kind of trying to
That's what I was looking for.
almost attune to it, but that's not what I'm doing.
No. It is. Yeah, it is. It's same. You're on the same wavelength as me, which is nice. So as you sort of concentrate on it more, you do enter this fugue plane. This is sort of ethereal plane, but it's different. This isn't you activating your feature of your special Argon feature that you can see stuff. You're now just in this sort of misty void. You don't see the bedroom as much as you know you're still sat on something, but you can see that there's this shallow water beneath your feet. There's strikes of lightning in the skies, just and they're completely devoid of sound, and you can see that the Argon shard in your hand is starting to vibrate quite heavily. Make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. This is not the right vibe for this music.
Oh,
Yeah, I was just playing my happy banjo earlier.
I'm enjoying the happy banjo. Keep playing it, please.
No.
Aww.
Boo.
Con save? Did you roll?
It was 18.
Oh, 18. Amazing. So
Damn.
you start to feel it.
Oh yeah.
The familiar sense of consuming this shard of Argon. As it vibrates in your hand, you see it changing colour. It goes into a greenish hue colour, whereas before it was just sort of this glass shard. And then you hear this voice, and this dark, shadowy figure approaches you from the mists. It's a small, sort of teenager with a dark hood. You can't quite see their face, although you can make out that it's a humanoid-like features, nose, 2 eyes, a mouth. But you don't recognise it, and the skin is very, very pale and cracked. And it just sort of sits there and it sways and it watches you for some time. And it moves closer. And what you find is this Argon Core has paralysed you. You're not able to move, you're not able to speak as you even just try to say anything. Your tongue can't move and you are just paralysed in place. And this figure moves up to you. You see now that it's not a pale, cracked face, this humanoid face, it's more of a mask. A pale, white mask with these hollow eyes and these sort of engrossed lips almost.
Can I ask, Does it look like Ella's mask?
It does not look like Ella's mask.
Okay.
And as the figure makes its way a little bit closer, sort of around 10 feet now, you'll see its cloak is flowing in this sort of this misty expanse. Roll another constitution saving throw, please. Five? Oh dear.
Yeah, it's not great.
He said it was such remorse as well, didn't he? Oh no. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh, wrong dice.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, wrong dice again. Sorry. I was about to kill you there.
You know that ring of regeneration that you just attuned to?
You will take 9 points of necrotic damage.
Very friendly.
It's alright. It's before a long rest. You're good. Let's see if you make it out of this. What is your current hit points out of interest?
45.
Ow.
How have you got so many more than me? Have you seen my hit
You are a
points?
bard. 9, did you say?
9 points of necrotic damage. And his voice speaks to you. And it's echoing from within. And you can see on this mask, there's no mouth moving. It's just a astral projection of a voice. And it says, "Hello. Why would you consume this? Why would you consume this now?"
I speak?
No. But this figure sort of moves their hand, and you feel that sort of your jaw unlocks, your tongue regains, it was sort of completely numb and regains feeling. And this figure has allowed you to speak.
I've been told I can help.
Help with what?
In our time on the Prime Plane, we're facing an apocalypse. A second cataclysm, but on a grander scale. And a man told me that this would help.
Interesting. I remember the cataclysm, my dear. I remember it well. For me, time passes differently than you. Thousands of years happen in a blink of an eye for me, but for you, it's multiple lifetimes. Do you know who I am, girl?
Who are you?
Maybe that's a question best left for another time. Figure it out and come back to me. And this figure just goes and blends back into the darkness. Roll one last constitution saving.
11.
11. Oh, wrong one again. You will take 13 points of necrotic damage. Not that it matters because you did this for a long rest anyway, but still, it really hurts. So the flow of Argon has now sort of coursed through your veins. You noticed that the shard turned from a green hue to a orange glow into a black ichor, and then back to a green, lime green, sort of calming colour, as the colour is consumed from the shard up on your arm, through your body, and then just goes down your chest until it eventually disappears. You have successfully consumed an Argon shard. Ooh! And your vision comes back to normal.
I'm gonna kind of come back to life, I guess. Heavily breathing, holding this shard in one hand, which I'm assuming is now like clear. And I'm immediately going to like try and find anything that remotely looks like parchment and a pen.
Yeah, you could find parchment and pen very, very easily. Even in this room, there would probably be an antique writing desk.
Excellent. And I'm going to do my absolute best to sketch the figure that I saw, to remember it.
It was. Well, I'll tell you what. Roll me a. No. I'm not going to roll this. You just tell me Flopsy's good at drawing, and we're set. All right. And this figure was in front of you for long enough. It is visceral in your mind that you are able to draw what you think is a good depiction of this. If I make you roll for it and you roll a 2, it's ruined your pretty drawing. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I really want it to be like a little.
Okay. roll a performance check.
You have to. It's gonna be so funny if it's rubbish.
Yeah, no, I will overturn this rule. I agree with Kate. It will amuse me if it's a slow roll.
History check.
No,
Come on.
Do a performance check.
Do it now.
Performance? That's even worse.
Yes!
Fucking
Did you get on that one? Oh, Vicky. Oh, no.
That's brilliant.
No, well, I just kind of feel bad. But essentially, with a nat 1, during the break, I will draw it for you. And that is what you will have drawn, okay? I will draw the picture for you. And that's what you will do. Thank you, Kate. That was worth it.
Go away.
But what I'll say, Vicky, with such a traumatic situation, it's almost like that image of this masked figure is burnt into your mind. If you close your eyes, you can sort of see it there very viscerally. But
it's just that my artistic skills are wanting.
Yes.
Just have a drawing.
God. I love that.
Wait to see what I draw.
Oh my god. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so just that, so that I've got the image in my head. So it's an androgynous teenager, with a white mask.
I'll say instead of teenager, as it came closer, you just saw a smaller than average humanoid-looking figure, around about 4 feet 5.
Okay.
Slightly bigger than.
Boobs, no boobs.
What's that? Sorry.
Boobs or no boobs?
Boobs or no boobs?
Boobs.
Boobs.
Oh.
Boobs.
Hello, boobs. White skirt, white mask.
B or E?
Was there like
It's great.
clothes?
Yeah. So
Like-
a black flowing hooded robe.
No.
Was it the Raven Queen? Was it the Raven Queen?
I don't know. I want that.
My paint
Oh,
skills
what
are
I've
not
seen.
very good.
I love that Andy's got paint out.
Fucking hell.
I'm looking forward to this.
Go on, enjoy yourselves. I'll show you what.
So,
Putting it up. Where
it's a
is it?
4'5" humanoid figure that has boobs,
Mhm.
wearing a hooded and long black cloak. Yeah, but
Cracked.
so
Porcelain. Cracked white mask.
White mouse.
so Vicky is wondering if this is the Raven Queen. Flopsy would not have a fucking clue because she doesn't even know. She knows that the Raven Queen was a god that helped dead pass on. And she knows that she needs to find her again. But I'm not overly sure she would have ever seen any depictions of her.
Oh well, you're about
So
to.
So she might be thinking it, but she won't necessarily be able to confirm. She might go and talk to Lugus about it in the morning. Just a warning, Adam.
That's
So here we go.
that's
Here
it.
we go.
That's it.
So
Oh,
wait 5 years for this alone.
That's-
Hold on.
That's just what you draw, Vicky.
They aren't even in the in
Oh, I've enjoyed that.
Oh, God.
Excellent.
Feel free to show your
Oh.
friends. Show it to people
Why are
because
they-
they might recognise this person.
He's never seen a naked woman before, but
Right,
he's got
Lugus,
3 kids.
prepare
Can't
to be
right.
amazed in the morning by my artistic skills.
on it. I've got proficiency in religion. I'll do this.
This one.
I'll tell you what. If Vicky, if you would be describing this to other people, by all means, guys, you can draw your own pictures to see if you can draw better than me.
Throw it to me. I've got great performance.
I feel like this needs to be a drawing competition. Mine is set the bar.
Okay.
Oh God.
It would make sense if it was the Raven Queen, because I've just drawn from the Argon Core of life, which was all like dressed in black. And so far, only particularly powerful ascended people or dead people have been able to talk to me whilst I've been in this weird place.
An
So-
astute observation.
So yeah. Still don't know who that fucking creepy gremlin was that talked to me though. The fucking creepy gremlin that talked to me. Creepy gremlin.
Oh, what a freak.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, so Flopsy at this point is gonna look at her amazing drawing. Realise that it's shit, but well, she can't do any better. So,
I feel like within that one, she feels like it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
she is self-aware enough.
You spent like a good hour on this.
And then she's just going to be like, I tell you what, actually, what's probably happened is that she's used several pieces of parchment already and fucked it up. So she screwed them up and thrown them on the floor.
Hey, this was
And this is the
final
last
one. Yeah, this
Yeah,
was the
she
good
didn't
one.
know. She didn't know what else to do, so she just had to keep it.
Imagine the montage. She screwed it up in a way, and she's like sweating, and there's this like motivational music. She walks up and it's that.
Damn, I've got the height all wrong again. And it's just like a picture of Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, I'm gonna at that point, right at this point, I'm gonna like pick up my beautiful drawing and then like start walking towards the door with the aim of going to you to show, and then
You'll put it on the fridge.
I stop. Yeah, I stop before I get to the door, and then I drop my arms. I put the paper back onto the desk, and then I go to bed.
Oh.
Oh, I too hang on.
Yeah, so as you move all of the paper of the previous drawings out of the way off the bed, you can get into bed.
Yeah, I swim through it. And yeah, and that's what I'll do.
Hugh, what are you up to? Anything else you'd like to do in the evening?
No, I mean, Hugh's had a pretty tough day. I think I'm just having a wander around, exploring, and then contemplating the sword before falling asleep. Very little to add.
Yeah, the sword, it feels great. It's the connection to this sword for you just feels like it was not like it was made for you, but you just feel this connection to it that just is it's just very visceral. It comes from everything that you believe in and everything that you've known to believe, and you just the presence of this sword is just overcharging your thoughts, and you're remembering back to times of the Whispering Woods and what the text that you read, the stories you were told, stuff like that.
And I'll go to sleep, just kind of clutching the hilt.
Well, hold on. Hew sleeps naked, so be careful.
The hilt, yeah.
Well, it's got a point somewhere, isn't it? Fantastic. Julius, Lugus, doing anything?
I don't think it's good.
Yes, yes.
Would you like to do anything before you go to bed?
I would, yes. I want to go to... Well, I don't have to go to a quiet... I want to go to a quiet place. I'm sure it'll be easy to find in this massive mansion. And sending.
Yes.
To my mummy.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I assume we're just going to have to skip over, because it's not like you can PM me, is it? Unless you want to say it out loud. It's up to you.
Out loud.
Yeah.
You might want to PM me her response, I don't know.
I won't PM
I will
you now,
say-
I'll PM you later.
Yeah. I'll just say... Mummy. Where... Oh. Where are you? Are you okay? I'll sort this. How's it?
You're like 10, 15 more words.
As blah, blah.
Message goes back, what?
And that's
Have you been drinking?
You say, but actually what comes out is garbled nonsense.
that is all. And then I will have a bit more to drink, and then I will puke somewhere, and then I will stumble up the stairs. And I'm just like pushing all of the doors open, you know, like when someone's drunk and really annoying. And then like, where the fuck am I? And then I'll wait until I get to the room where Flopsy's in. I don't know if she's asleep or awake at this point.
I'll say
But
she's
I'll
probably asleep.
stumble on- I'll just stumble on it, and I'll look at all the screwed up paper and be like, what the fuck is
You
this?
see like drawings of cats and dogs and Humpty the Dumpty.
Oh,
Like just
and then I just
Tabaxi's wizards, Dragonborn, all sorts.
I'll look at the one that's on the desk and be like, yeah. And I just want to like see Flopsy where she's asleep, and I'm gonna like flop down on the. Oh my god, I flopped too hard. My chairs are really slippery. I want to flop down on the bed, and I just want to like throw my arm over her. And I'm just gonna be really drunk. And I'm like, I don't deserve you bits. I'm just gonna dribble into her fur just a little bit.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'm not gonna lie, the arm coming over her would probably have woken her up, but I'm not overly sure
With
she
your
was
passive
dead.
perception, and I'm not even gonna make Julius roll stealth. Like you would have picked it up.
Also, I've like stubbed my toe 5 times and like swearing. I've knocked something over and it's broken.
Yeah, so I'll wake up when you're gonna go, and I'll hear what you say, and I'll be a little bit like, oh, and then I'll feel the dribble, and I'm gonna be like, oh.
For hours on end, you feel it going gradually down your fur. Love it.
Stink breath as well. Beautiful. The alcohol stink breath.
Yeah,
so
it just
bad.
smells of tequila and rum.
Right.
And smoke for some reason.
Yeah, I am a little bit happier. A little bit happier at the end of that. The dribble didn't help.
Lugus.
Because I love you.
Anything else from you, buddy?
Mate. He might think like might just offer a small prayer and then head off to bed. He's not feeling especially adventurous.
Yeah. Anything you'd like to say in your prayer, or do you want to keep that to yourself?
I mean, it's just something along the lines of, why me? Why not? One of my more sort of adventurous and courageous out of all my siblings. Why send down sort of the cloistered, estranged scholar? Well, just if you are there, or if you're sort of stuck in any mortal form, I'm on my way to save you.
Oh, roll a D100.
No.
You don't get much of a response, sadly. But like every time. But you know, you would know that. Well, at least you believe. That is your belief that somebody has listened.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Cool.
I sleep on a high shelf.
Cool. It's the highest shelf. Lay of the land. So yeah, I don't. If anyone wants to take a long rest, go for it. Flopsy, you'll probably need to.
Yeah, no.
And you all wake in the morning with Gob, the goblin, smashing pans together. He's got a saucepan on his head, and he's just smashing pans together. He's not actually trying to wake you. He just thinks it's fun, and he is you can hear him saying, "I am a pots and pans robot" as he walks around the mansion. The day is yours. Not that you actually know the time of day, because you're in the sewers.
No.
That's true.
Hugh's going to look out the window and try and figure. Still so late. Why is it still so early? Why am I awake?
The curtains are like lovely, and you throw them open, and it's just a brick wall.
Very brick out today.
It's very brick.
I'm going to wake up. I'm presuming I don't know what Julius. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
So she'll wake up and she's gonna kind of like wonder why she's restricted, and then realize why she's restricted. Kind of smile to herself because she's like, okay, this is nice, and then think, wait, his breath stinks. So she's gonna try and silently extricate herself from this and leave him sleeping on the bed because he probably needs it. And she's gonna go over to the desk, grab up her shitty drawing, but she thinks it's beautiful, and then she's gonna head on out to towards Lugus. But as she's leaving the room, she's gonna check back on you. What are you looking like? She's gonna go, cool, he's alive, and then close the door and head over to where she believes Lugus might be.
With a passive perception of whatever you've got this high, you don't see him. He's on an incredibly high shelf.
I am on an especially high shelf.
Okay, then I'm gonna start going, Lugus! Lugus?
Hear some high-pitched whistling noise, like there's a breathe in and a high-pitched whistle out from above.
Roll an active perception check for me. Ooh. It's like
13.
13, yeah.
Just
I don't know what the DC is, but it doesn't feel high enough. You don't see him. I don't know where this is going.
Oh, wow. Can I roll a deck save as I roll over in my sleep?
Yes. Sure.
Catch the squirrel.
I'll save this. I'm going to actually be sad.
DC 15.
Yes, I failed.
Uh-oh.
You have failed. You
The
have
squirrel plummeting.
So you hear this high-pitched whistle, and inhale and an exhale, and then you see this squirrel tumble for what is about 10 feet, but to him, this is like Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Would you?
Can I try?
I like to imagine he's doing like the whistle on the way down, like the sound a bomb makes when it drops.
So you are about 10 feet away, Flopsy. He has just started to fall. Your perception check, you've seen him as he's crest the apex of this large shelf. If you would like to try and intercept, I will need.
I would.
An
Can I?
athletic
I'm going to
athletics.
rabbit hop over because that rabbit hop's a bonus action that gives me 10 feet of movement.
Okay. What I'll do is I will then need a sleight of hand check. So you've managed to get over there easily, but you still need to catch it. So give me a sleight of hand.
Okay.
It should be better for you. So it has worked out well.
You know, 30.
13.
You have a good one.
It's not too bad. So once you've rabbit hopped over, and you've just sort of, and then you caught it. So yes, you have been caught. Yes.
Not by the tail.
Lucas!
Hello. How did you get up here?
I didn't get up there. You came down very quickly.
Oh, so I assumed I was upside down. Oh, so I did.
You're alright. I've never seen you do that before. You're used to being on shelves.
I mean, usually I've got some like miniature railings. I always pack some railings with me on a long trip.
It's like a scaffold.
Did you sleep
Hey.
okay?
I mean, I probably did some tossing and turning. I don't recall some nightmares, but I woke up with some like, I don't know, scratches on my arms. Probably.
I mean, if you want to talk, I'm here. I can't always say that I'm the most empathetic person, but, you know, I can at least listen.
I mean, it's all just morbid speculation. I don't know. I've already sort of communicated this to you. It's just waiting to be answered by either Julius with his thing, or we can visit if we find out what it is in the sewers.
Well, Julius might be a little bit of a while to wake up yet.
Well, is he gonna miss the wizard meeting?
No, I'll kick him away if I have to.
All right, thanks. I don't have much of a leg on me. I have other options. Could telekinetic him out of bed, but
I do have a question for you though. If you're awake enough, I can give you a little bit of time if you need to wake up a little bit. Thank you.
no, I should be alright.
Right.
Take my brain into gear. Whatever this strange puzzle you have.
Cradling you like this. So what she'll do is she'll sort of like place you onto a shelf, kind of roughly head height.
Well done.
Okay, so yesterday I might have perhaps eaten that shard that Ephraim gave me.
Okay. Give me a few moments to decide whether or not that surprises me.
Okay.
Hey, you did what? Okay, no. Okay. Did anything happen? Because I've.
Yes, it seems that it's a different. It's different every single time from what I'm getting. After the 3 that I've now eaten, every single one of them has been slightly different. So, the first one I barely noticed. The second one hurt like fuck, and then this one it hurt a little bit, but I kind of brush it off a little bit more than usual, which is good. But I ended up in like a sort of like the ethereal plane, but it wasn't quite the ethereal plane. I don't think it was the Few plane either. I think it was. I don't know. It was a place. It had a lot of mist, and a figure came at me. About 4'5", very short. Definitely womanish. Had a white mask on with sort of red stuff on her.
Showing the picture.
And then had a black cloak with a hood over it. And she kind of looked like this. But look, I know the drawing leaves a lot to be desired. Okay, I get it. I'm not an artist, but
It's just how
this
she
is
explicitly drawn the boobs.
but yes, it does. Right. I don't know for certain, but based on who has spoken to me in the past, and based on, well, I guess a variation of like a load of guesstimations, I think this might be the Raven Queen, but I've never seen any depictions of her in my life because, you know, Baldur's Gate and God's not really a, you know, pleasant topic. Most of the murals have been scratched off of any remaining walls, but you would probably be the best person to talk to about it.
Eh? Are you looking for sort of confirmation whether or not this sort of matches any Raven Queen-esque religious imagery?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that I'm perhaps not as skilled as most of the people that, you know, drew on church windows and doors and walls and stuff, but temple, but, you know, I mean, anything.
Do you want to roll religion?
I'm not going to make you roll
It's
anything,
just
Adam, because I
You
know
don't-
what you know as Adam. So I'm going to let you make your own conclusion.
Oh, okay. You want to let Adam make conclusions? No, I didn't get to post my epic drawing.
I mean, so you've been given a description, you've been shown a drawing. I'm going to just leave it up to you whether you... Because I haven't confirmed nor deny who this is, so it's up to you to...
Adam doesn't really know much about the Raven Queen, so can I roll religion?
Okay, roll religion.
Yeah, because that's one of the ones I don't really. I know she's about goddess of death and darkness. Pretty much, almost like akin to a guide. She's all about the Shadowfell. That's her home plane. Her main worshippers are Shadowkai.
Oh, I don't know a lot then.
I don't know imagery. I don't like apart from ravens.
Well, all right. What I'll say to this.
He's like, study for this test and then gets an ace. Shut up, Adam.
A divine being can project themselves in any manner that they like. It is up in their divine form. They don't really have a form, right? It's just what they, if they were to project themselves to a mortal, to speak to a mortal, on the very rare occasion that they would want to, they would project themselves in a way that might be fitting for that situation, but their actual form is more of you can't really comprehend what their forms are. But I suppose if I said to you, what does a star look like? A ball of gas that's always moving, always changing, always that's their true form, so they can essentially take whatever form they wish.
But I'm unable to confirm nor deny that this is the Raven Queen.
Roll a religion check.
Thank you. I'm going to go into myself because I'm actively doing things. Religion.
You see Lugus before he takes a picture, he just goes, guidance. No.
Didn't help much, only 13.
13. This could quite be the matron of ravens.
Oh, yeah. I mean... Okay.
Shadows, mist,
yeah.
darkness, black.
Mist is very Shadowfell. Okay. Would this be more accurate?
Let me just have a look there with me one moment.
So
Would that have been more accurate?
I'd say so. Yeah, he's at least improved.
Yeah, that would be pretty honest, yeah.
Oh, okay, then. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a 100% yes, but that might very well be the matron of Raven. But why? Why visit you? She wasn't, other than just being a god. I don't see her connection to Argon.
I know that obviously the shard was Ephraim said that the shard was from the Argon Core life, so it makes sense that the matron of death has something to do with it. But then, on top of that, I mean, I guess a large part of what I do is somehow commune with the dead people, and
Not gonna lie.
they have asked me to look for it, I suppose.
I'll tell you what. Flopsy and Lugus roll an intelligence check.
Just a straight intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Lugus. 13 again.
14.
14.
Wait.
Between you both, what can I give you for this? So, Ephraim explained to you that the shard that he gave you was from Hazel, life. Yeah, he mentioned that the other Argon Core was called Petal for chaos. You've consumed 3 pieces of Argon, and he never really told you what that third one was.
I don't know what I guess what the other 2 of them are, do I? Because I guess one of them being from Baldur's Gate would probably have been from Hazel as well.
That was yeah. So the one that you've got is life from Hazel that was at Baldur's Gate.
Like the very, very first one I consumed would probably have been Hazel as well, because it came from Baldur's Gate. So the second one, however...
I wouldn't make that assumption.
Oh, okay.
You've... I'll say this. That first piece of Argon that you consumed in the session felt very different than that first piece that you consumed.
I'm talking about the one in my backstory, the one that I consumed in Baldur's Gate. The gate.
Yes. So the one that you consumed in Neverwinter felt very different than that one that you consumed many times ago. This one that you consumed just now, again, feels very, very different. You get the sense that they are 3 different pieces.
Oh. I'm wondering if I might have been... I think I might have consumed a piece of each core, you know.
Including the... So what they go trying to guess, because we know, so Petal is chaos, Hazel is life. Would the first one be death then? And that's why you've got your commune with dead abilities.
I mean, that would make sense. Because life and death keep things in... I suppose if we're looking at this philosophically, not that I'm the best philosopher ever, but life and death keep things in harmony, right? Like there's a cycle, they keep things in balance. That's the reason why the Raven Queen, whilst obviously the matron of death, from what I gather, based on the little that I know, she's not seen as an evil deity. She's more of a neutral party.
Yeah, that is sort of.
So that kind of makes sense a little bit. So then the third bit being chaos. I mean, if that was what I ate the second time, it fucking hurt. So, you know, it kind of like the two of them be a balance and the third one just being a little shit show in the middle. Possibly. Could work. I don't know why I'm looking at you, not there. Honestly. I don't know. She seemed, if it is the Raven Queen, she seemed to intimate that I would probably be seeing her again. So, I guess I just gotta keep eating Argon.
I mean, up to a point, it doesn't appear to be that healthy, at least in the initial consumption process.
Yeah, how am I feeling now?
You were feeling pretty normal until you started thinking about it. Now it feels like you've got... what shall I say? Like you've just drunk alcohol and then a pint of milk. Like it is curdling within your stomach. Does that make sense? That's the best way of me describing it, is your body...
So like two things just like merging.
Like oil and water.
So I was feeling fine until you asked me, and now I'm feeling a little bit nauseous.
Have you...
Like...
Oh, I mean, sort of not from... Do I have anything that could maybe help you with that?
Like,
Yeah,
like,
you know, is it like physical?
Like, you know, and I'm going to give the exact same analogy. You know, like when you drink alcohol and then you drink a load of milk, and it just feels bloated and heavy in your stomach.
I rarely drink that combination.
Or, you know, I guess, well, like you're trying to mix oil and water, but you can't. And it just kind of sits there. It's like that.
You kind of think about it for a little bit more, actually. You think about it in terms of oil, water, and then you sort of think about it as this third unknown substance. And as you sort of feel it sort of sloshing around your stomach, is there any one in particular that you would like to focus on the most at this point in time?
Ray.
Any person or any feeling?
Any feeling, life,
I want
chaos,
to go.
or question mark.
Or question mark. Let's focus on question mark. I want to focus on that one because I know life and I know chaos. Let's focus on question mark. Let's see if I can figure out more about that one.
So nothing happens too much, but you will feel your body start to take balance, as if what you're focusing on has started to strengthen you and started to balance you, as opposed to each three of these feelings within you conflicting each other. You've let one of them almost take over. For now, if you wish to focus on a different one, you could do so as a bonus action. I'll DM you stuff later, Figgy, alright? I'm just drip feeding you mechanics right now.
So yeah, so she's gonna like have closed her eyes a little bit and sort of like focus on one of the feelings. Okay. I think it's gone now. Yeah, it's gone.
You've been focusing for 3 hours. We're very late.
I feel so having the 3 in me all at once is a little bit overwhelming, but if I focus on shut up.
I always would be there, Kate.
Where's out of context?
Sorry, I'm already
I mean, oh god, no, I can't even repeat it. It's a good one.
Right, it's okay, carry on role playing, don't even worry.
But if I focus on one, things become a little bit easier. Shut up. My mother watches this.
I don't know the context of that. Maybe. Have you like? It was going to be my next question before I reveal it, but can you please forget the innuendo? Can you like do anything? Because for the first one, you started hearing your voices. For the second one, you started seeing into the ethereal. Like, can you?
I think I'm focusing on question mark at the moment, and I feel rejuvenated, stronger, or calmer, I guess.
If anything, you feel a little bit of sadness within you.
Oh. I'm really melancholic.
Yeah.
Same.
But the whispers do start to come back. So those whispers what was it? The Dragonborn wizard just talking to you in your head.
Oh yeah, I need to choose a new one. I'm gonna say, let me choose a new one first. Let's go. I've currently got athletics. I've had Zimbro in my head for the last few days. Let's go with. Tell you what, actually, let's go with.
So you kind of forgot about it, but you can almost drown them out when you're focusing on something else. But this one, they do start to come back, like very much more visceral, and a lot more different voices enter your mind. So there are whispers that you could choose to focus on or not focus on. But...
Yeah, I'm going to go with history. History.
Yeah, so
I've got some kind of scholar in the background just going, oh yes, and back in 300.
Back in my day.
in the history of 200
Was it Chester?
BC, we once used tires as gains. Knowing that it's magic, we used to hit them with sticks. That's what he says.
They're hitting things with sticks.
Oh. You sure this guy's a historian?
I don't know.
Okay, well. Is there anything else you wanted to sort of bring up while you got me?
Oh, but if you want to say anything, you know, my ears are always open. And she's gonna like massive ears.
I can see. I mean,
Hew, you're awake.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, Adam. Go on.
I am.
Go on.
I was just going to mention, last night when I was praying, I didn't get a reply, but I definitely felt a presence. So that might be something.
Promising. I mean, tears still around, hopefully.
Fingers crossed, in whatever shape or form.
We'll help him find him. Baldur, maybe the Raven Queen. We'll try and see if we can find as many of them as we can.
Hey. And maybe we can go rescue Talos, who appears to have a change of heart.
Well, maybe his mortality is giving him a new perspective on things.
I no longer just hate sailors for no reason.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's what his thing. He's the natural disaster god. He just says fuck you and your boats.
Hew, you're awake in a bed, butt naked.
Well, I mean, I've checked all the windows, and I was going to say, as they're finishing their conversation, perhaps some smoke drifts down the hallway from the kitchen. Hew's are cooking breakfast.
We put clothes on first.
Well, there's an apron in the kitchen, so he's definitely wearing that.
It's
I demand
those aprons with a naked lady, but it's a goblin instead. Like Gob's made it.
Amazing. And I'm led to believe that there was a fully stocked pantry, so I'm assuming there are 100 eggs.
Yeah, and strawberries apparently. You make whatever you want. Oh my golly.
34 eggs are prepared.
Takes you some time, but
yeah,
you prepare 34 eggs.
So, and I've laid them on the table. I've set the table and everything. We're ready for breakfast.
and Julius, this waft of this egg. As you receive a text message, you wake up.
Yeah, I'll wait. I will wake up, and I'm kind of, oh man, I feel so good. I'm raring to go. I'm gonna follow the smell of the eggs.
That's it. So, as you enter into the kitchen, Hew, what does their environment look like?
So I imagine there's a kitchen table. It's a very nice nice mansion, assuming that it's a very nice kitchen. Nice kitchen table, and I've laid it. I've set out plates and knives and forks, glasses, and in the middle there's a big platter of 34 eggs. Nothing else, no toast, no other food, just 34 eggs ready for everybody. Oh, come sit. I've been up for hours. I got confused with the sun. I couldn't find it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna sit down and start heaping eggs onto my plate.
He will turn around, spit the pan in the sink, and it's just the apron he's wearing.
Oh, okay, I'm getting to that. It's fine. Are Lugus and Flopsy there? Or are you having your conversation?
I'm wherever you slept. Unless we move away from there.
Next to a high shelf. I didn't specify a room. I'm assuming we're not in the same room.
It's in the main room right next to the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Okay, then Lugus quite literally floats in, following the egg steam.
Yeah.
Egg steam.
Follow.
Very sulky.
Come, sit. I always find I think better on a full stomach as I dish out some eggs.
Purely protein.
Absolutely.
Baby. No carbs.
I'll say to Julius. Did you sleep okay?
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, I mean, sure, after you stumbled into the room quite late, but yeah, I slept fine. I just wondered.
Oh, there was some freaky shit in the room.
What?
There was like a woman.
What?
Yeah, this fly.
The woman was in the room?
There was like a woman with boobs coming out of her neck in the room.
Oh, Julius! I'm going to show him the picture.
Oh, God! I thought it was a sleep paralysis demon.
That's a little bit harsh. I tried my best, okay? I didn't all have to go to a university to, or college or whatever you went to.
First of all, I didn't go to any of those things. Second of all, did you draw this?
No.
I don't need to insight check. The thing is, I also saw the Crayola. Why?
Well, okay, I just had this conversation with Lugus, but I think, so please don't be mad at me. I ate the shard that Ephraim gave me, and a vision of a woman, not quite like this woman, but similar to this woman, because my artistic skills leave room for error, but came to me, asked me why I wanted it now, like the power or whatever it was that I was getting now, and I said, well, a man told me that it would help. We're going through a cataclysm, a second one on a grander scale, and this was supposed to help. And she said, I remember the cataclysm. And then something about seeing her again. Do you know who I am? I said no. But since then I've been thinking I might know who she is. I think it might have been the Raven Queen. And I was speaking to Lugus about whether or not he thinks it might be the Raven Queen.
Strong vibes. Strong Raven Queen vibes.
It was all gothic and misty and dark and gloomy. And...
Pretty much heard it.
I'll eat my egg, but much more slowly.
I mean, if it is the Raven Queen, it's great, right? Because it means that, I just have to keep eating a few more of the shards of the life core, and then I can keep talking to her. Which I know is not your favourite thing to hear, but if it's helping, right? At this point...
Wait. Isn't the life cut from Baldur's Gate?
Yes.
So, are we going to have to add that back on our list? I mean, it's already in our list, but are we going to have another reason to go there?
Yep, the Baldur's Gate. Woo! Yeah.
Her face is going to become concerned by the thought of travelling home.
Oh, we can meet your mum and dad.
I don't even know where they are.
Oh,
Well, they were in
same.
Baldur's Gate.
I'd
Baldur's
love
Gate.
to meet your mum and dad.
We could all have dinner there.
Where? I don't know where they are.
Do they? In Baldur's Gate?
Yes, but it's a massive place. Even bigger
Wait,
now.
oh.
Also,
Did they have not like a house?
well, I mean, I had a house, but they've been moved from that house. They're somewhere else now. I don't know where they are.
Are you not like thinking like if you like when you're drinking and then you drink and don't everyone give me that look, but you drink and then you're in your happy place and it feels fucking great, and then you have that one and then you just stick. You not think that might happen with like sucking all these orbs? Like, oh, it feels great, it feels amazing, and then one day you explode.
Well, I mean, what I'm hoping is that I figure out how to kind of channel it, because it's not a finite. It's not an infinite source of power. I mean, it's near enough to it, but it's not completely infinite. There is a certain amount, and if I can try and channel it, like I did that time, where I got significantly hurt, and it kind of like.
Yeah, near-death experiences is a great way to test this.
Well, no, I'd rather not do that anymore, but if I, could do something a little bit more positive with it. But the problem is I'm trying to deal with a power that I don't have any control over, and I don't have anyone to teach me, so I'm just kind of winging it. Which I think is perfect to do with what is effectively a nuclear explosion waiting to happen.
Yeah. This is my concern. These eggs are so fucking good, Hew, by the way. Do you cook anything other than eggs?
No, nothing other than eggs. Truth be told, I'm not entirely sure how I did this. Even I go into an egg zone. I go into the zone. You were talking about it actually. The drinking. You feel really good. You're in your zone. But no. If I think. If I tried to cook anything else, I'd go the next step.
But are they all fried, or do you do like variations? Do you do like one day you're in the scrambled zone, one day you're in the poached egg zone, one day you're in the
hard boiled?
You mean there are other ways of cooking eggs?
You're not alone.
This is news.
No, this way is perfect.
It is probably
How
this
long?
way.
Yeah.
I could experiment tomorrow.
We could maybe mix it up with like a scrambled.
What is a scrambled egg? How does one scramble an egg?
Oh, you will be so good at it.
Do you know what? When he did it for me the first time, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have put it forward myself, but it was good.
Thank you. I am
maybe.
Apparently now
Julius,
canon.
do you remember that time you and I were wrestling on the top deck?
Yes.
Just us, just alone, just wrestling.
Yes.
Well, perhaps I was helping you kind of train, and perhaps you could help me in the kitchen.
Yes. Yes, 100%. And scrambled eggs. Oh, come on, I'll show you. I want to give Hew a cooking lesson.
While he's wearing
Yes.
just a
Yes.
And we will pick up that once we come back from our break. I've been looking for a good time, sorry, Darren. And that's as good as time as any, so we'll be back in just a second. Well, welcome back. Adventurers, the scene is yours. You are still in the mansion of God in the sewers.
Where is he from at this point? Because he did come down to the sewers with us.
No, Ephraim never came with you.
He
not?
did.
Mhm.
He said
I thought
he
he was
did.
saying
He said he was. And I kind of really wanted to describe this at the end of the session. He came down with you and then just kind of disappeared.
Don't choke on the chocolate.
Did he leave any fireworks?
Yeah, he would have left you one firework, yeah.
Thank you. I will put it to good use.
Alright.
Oh, I think that one. Mm.
Feel free to add it to your inventory. Use it later.
Okay. So what do we want to do? We've got, I would personally say, for the time that we have, 2 options. Both of them probably, we want to go to the council, right? I mean, I'm assuming that's something that we all want to do at some point.
Hmm.
So we got to do that.
Yes.
Well, we probably should.
I would love to.
But between us now and us going to the council, we could do one or 2 things. We could have a look to see if this route of Yggdrasil is around. Or we could perhaps search for the Argon Core. It doesn't really matter, really, does it? Like, one of them gives us some answers, and one, it will definitely give Lugus some answers.
I guess we like, other than just it's close by. Mr. Key didn't really give me any more information other than it's in the sewers.
Oh,
But
fuck.
we can at least follow like the vibrations, like the energy of the Argon Core.
Oh, you were supposed to send. Lugus mentioned it this morning.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't remember.
who to describe? Okay.
So there was Magnus, there was Atticus, there was Primus, there was Janus,
Alexius.
Alexius.
I think.
Alexius.
No, not Eos, just us. There's no Eos in this family.
Alexis.
I think that's it. Is that 6, including me?
Which one would you like?
I mean, who-
I mean, Lugus is just going to sort of guess based on who's most likely to have survived whatever that is. And I will describe you, Primus. Okay. Primus is probably the most unique out of all of us. He's unlike... Oh, Gave me an evil on. Yeah, Primus wasn't like the rest of us. Primus was giant. He was an avatar of Tyr. He wasn't just a scholar or a soldier. He was sort of a will. Anyway, describe his physical appearance. He was about 15 foot tall. He wore thick golden armor with a massive sort of ornate golden cornucopia behind his head. His brushy tail was about 8 feet long.
Mix, you should be jotting this down so that I can get a really good.
Yeah, draw it for us.
Look, I'll try my best, alright? I can't help it, I'm not a very good drawer.
Hey, sorry, I'm being serious.
Like, shove an egg in
Message
your
would you
mouth.
like to send?
Holy shit! So a 15-foot squirrel looks kind of like you. Okay, 8-foot tail.
He usually wields like a massive sort of spiked giant gavel.
Big God, this fly is driving me insane.
So what? Like he's a judge?
Does he wear like your robes and stuff too?
No, only massive golden armor.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can try.
Red
Lugus,
pin.
what do you want me to say?
I just
Since I tried mine, that wasn't great.
Sent it?
You.
Me? You sent to me?
Yeah, and you told me to fuck off.
and it just. No. Are you alright? How's the family? There's not really. As I don't have really much else.
Okay. I'll finish my egg, put my hands down the table and do a really intense concentration face so I don't really know what I'm doing. And I'll think.
You look constipated.
Shut up. I am. All I've had to eat is egg. It's very balancing. I will try to send to Climbers. It's Lugus's friend, Julias. He wants to know if you're okay. How's the family? Are you alive? Lots of love.
Julius.
You can respond.
Okay.
Bye.
What I'd like you to do now is roll a d20.
Oh yeah, because it's obviously out of plane, isn't it? Potentially.
Shall I roll for real? With any modifier or just
Just roll a d20 for now.
16?
What is your spellcaster modifier?
Oh, great question. It is spellcasting, spell DC. God, spellcasting. Ability +4. Is that right?
Yeah. So yeah, that's
Plus
adding
4.
a proficiency on top of that.
So 16. Well, 20 in total then.
Okay. Alright. That changes things.
Ooh.
I need to check my notes.
Ooh.
So as you send out this message to the upper planes, as that is where Lugus has described things, you just hear this static in your head just going like it's sort of white noise, almost as if your message is being completely blocked. But with a 20, you hear a couple of words on reply. Where? You. Me. And that's all you'll get back.
Where you me?
With a
Where you mean?
with a Scottish twang.
Where do you mean? I can't do it. Can't do Scottish.
Where you me? Burglar alarm. That's the one you get back.
Lugus. I got something. Yeah, he said where you me, which I don't think.
Yeah, it's sort of
that was
all you heard was static, a word, like it was like a garbled, broken message.
It was like a bad reception or something, but I heard something, right?
That might be the lattice. Like if the lattice is blocking everything.
I mean, it might be, but that's great. That means he's not dead, right? He couldn't reply if he was dead.
That's amazing. I mean,
You guys are so good at uncovering things before they're meant to be uncovered. That's all I'm saying.
Lucky guy, man.
Where do you mean? Was there like buffering? So like,
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
it
sort
was.
of.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say just to save you trying to figure it out via the pauses of static. It was just static word, static word, static word, like with just the same amount of distance between them.
Well, he's probably asking, where are you? Because he doesn't know where you are. I mean, assuming from his perspective, you've just been missing for 5,000 years, or 2,000 years, or however long it's been.
5,000.
But how long? Wait, how long do you squirrels live? Ratatosk, sorry.
I mean, I think I know.
It's not very long, if I remember.
It was I think it was around
200-300, something like that.
Yeah, around.
Yeah, not very long.
It's not 5,000.
Yeah, it's not
No.
5,000 species.
I mean, Lugus, does time move differently in different planes? So, like, for instance, 100 years here could be like 10 years on the upper planes.
Okay. I mean, the upper planes isn't sort of famous for that. That's more.
It's more
That's more sort of Feywild and sort of. Yeah, an astral plane doesn't have time, so that's not really
Wait,
the thing about the upper
Was it-
planes. Hells, they go through time normally.
Yeah, the famous ones are pretty much like the Feywild has different notions of time, but the Golden Canopies and the upper planes, they can undergo time dilation and things like that, but ultimately they do travel on the same kind of.
The reason that I'm asking is just because maybe the lattice is doing something, you know, like if it's kind of completely separated the upper planes from our existence, then perhaps the upper planes are in its own little microcosm, moving at its own pace, maybe not moving at all, perhaps.
wait, didn't we didn't Stoll say your vision that you had with Tyr was potentially in the Feywild?
He did. And
Could-
Primus is about as close to Tyr as you can get from my species.
What
I mean-
else? Flopsy, roll an intelligence check.
Oh,
Straight
God.
intelligence check.
18.
With an 18, not that you know anything about this divine lattice, but a first level spell being able to penetrate that divine lattice seems pretty unfeasible, even with a 20 on a d20.
Which
Maybe
would suggest
the
that perhaps,
reply didn't come from the upper planes.
yeah, because you wouldn't necessarily know where you were sending to. Perhaps Primus isn't in the upper planes. Maybe he's in the Feywild. If the Feywild, I mean, it would make sense. He's survived a ridiculous amount of time, something that is almost, well, I would imagine, impossible for someone of your species, and it would make sense because no one can get past the lattice. But maybe he's in the Feywild, right? The weird, chaotic place with mad, crazy people that you don't tell your names to.
That's fucking everywhere now. Maybe.
I mean, if something like Gatus Cross is stuck behind a lattice, no offense, Julius, but I highly doubt a fairly untrained spellcaster is going to get through that.
It's natural talent.
Innate ability.
Baby.
I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah, that is the kind of thing that you will, with your intelligence check, you just gathered that. Yeah.
I mean, let's put it this way. the Gritson are having to build a fucking nuclear missile to try and get past that thing.
Yeah.
I don't think you're sending spell.
I
Might have the same.
I was saying I was sending it past the lattice. That was you.
No, but I'm saying, so therefore he can't be in the upper planes. So he must be somewhere else. And considering, as Hew said, that Tyr might, apparently, according to Ephraim, be in the Feywild, it would make sense that his follower is also in the Feywild with him. Right?
Maybe. I mean, the good thing is he's not dead, right?
Yeah, that's a massive plus. I mean, definitely calms the majority of my nerves, but yeah. Still wouldn't.
You know, maybe if he's alive, then all of the other ones, the other 5.
Oh, I'm one of the I'm one of the 5 left.
Janice and Co.
Janice,
The reason
Agnes,
I did pick Primus is because he's sort of...
Alexis.
Anyway.
Did you forget Atticus?
No, I said Atticus. We have too many.
You said Janice twice.
Oh. Did I? No, fuck it.
He's at least...
Okay, well, what do you want to do, Lugus? What is it that you want to do?
I mean, I'm now sort of... I still want to check out sort of Yggdrasil. And if we find it, like, on the Wii, or, like, we find it coming back from us investigating the potential, probably definite Argon Core underneath Waterdeep. Yeah, just if we cross it, I wouldn't mind just to see. And if we actually can cross the lattice via Yggdrasil.
I've had an idea, and he will stand up, holding just the sword. Can I go for a wander into the sewers?
Yeah, so you open these large ornate doors to the mansion, just creak open. I'll tell you what we'll do.
I'm 100% following him. I have no fucking clue where this is going, and I am very interested.
I'm still just wearing the apron, only now I'm carrying a sword.
Thank goodness for an armored defense.
Oh, what are you up to, Hugh?
So, can I check? So this is all very built. On our way through the tunnels, did I see anything which is more of a natural construction, or is it all a built environment?
Everything that you've seen up till now has been a worked environment. But there's several passages that you haven't been down. I'm not going to say it's like like a rabbit's warren, but there very much is a forks to the right, a forks to the left. And from the tavern, it was only about a 10-minute walk to the mansion, so you haven't made it very far.
Okay. So, I mean, I'd like to just carefully have a wander around and try and find, if it was expanded from a natural cave, or if there is a more natural environment.
Cool. Roll me a survival.
So, 10.
+0 survival. You're a fucking lumber.
I know, right?
What's happened?
I don't know why. I could have swore that was better.
Yeah, what's happened there? I suppose because it's wisdom-based survival.
Oh yes.
So I'm going to say with a 10, you sort of go through the sewers, and it is all the same, so sort of worked corridors. But one passage that you take sort of does move into this sort of unworked area, but it's completely blocked, and it's blocked by brickwork. So very different brick than this sort of grey sandstone grey granite, big blocks. It's more blocked off by smaller sort of cinder blocks. Like it's not recent. This appears to have been blocked by it for quite some time, but it was blocked after these sewers were built.
Okay. Can I attempt to? I mean, this is honestly this is a bit of a long shot, but so. Do I have to break for am I in a more natural environment currently, or do I need to try and break through the bricked off wall?
You would need to break through the bricked off wall, yeah.
I'd like to try and dismantle at least some of the wall.
Yeah, how would you be doing that?
I would. I haven't got anything else with me, so I would literally just be shoulder barging it.
Alright, roll me a athletics check.
Out of interest, as whilst he's doing this, do I feel anything as we've gotten closer to this wall?
Yeah, you would feel the sense of Argon getting a lot stronger, and even more stronger as Hew shoulder barges this wall, and it just, to save you keep rolling, it just... And we will go...
I'm going to grab...
I really wish I got dressed.
Yeah.
Oh.
The end of this image is an open tunnel. It's not just a dead end, but you will see this very worn, old bed that doesn't look like it's been slept in for years and years, and there's a lit lantern above the bed that is still lit. Not much really else. There's a couple of tools, some shovels, and what looks to be implements of someone who's built the wall. And what you probably can glean off of this is whoever built that wall built it from this side, not the other side.
Ooh.
Is the lantern that's lit, is that because it's magic, or does it look like a normal torchlight?
Roll either a perception or arcana check.
Would Lugus be able to tell with this new subscription?
That's true.
Yeah, is my new paid magic detection field doing anything?
No, it's not a magical item, sadly. With 14, you get the sense that it's not a natural light source, as in a flame. It appears to be flickering in more of a less randomized way, and more of a sequential, predictive way, indicating that it is probably magic of some kind.
I mean,
it could be like forever then.
We are aware of like a continual flames.
Yeah, a continual flame, eternal flame, that sort of thing. So,
yeah. Plus, I think Gob literally said he has a hallway lined with them.
Exactly, but yeah, it was perception check. I said, well, it looks like arcana check. I would have told you it was continual flame. There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay. I mean,
Does anything look recently disturbed?
me?
With your,
Aside from the
with your
we-
passive perception, no. Nothing here has been touched for a long time.
Yeah, I'm still going to be coming to your arm.
He's holding on to yours as well because he's hangover's kicking it.
What I'll say from now on,
He's like, ugh.
these tunnels that you see for pitch black, no light source whatsoever. So, who
I cast light.
You cast light, yeah.
I cast light.
Just out of
We
interest,
both do.
who does have dark vision?
I think
I
I
believe
do.
so, yes.
Yep, I think everyone, apart from Julius.
Julius.
Yeah, fucking
Human.
human.
That's fine. But you can cast your own light source, so we have enough light source.
Yeah.
We know where we go. That's fine.
So as we
so
get into
there-
this,
By the way, I am feeling it. If you catch my drift,
It is getting stronger. What are you up to?
fucking.
so as we get into so is this like an unworked cavern, or is this still?
Not
yeah.
cavern, but yeah, you're very much getting into a bored tunnel.
Yeah, okay. So I'd like to. I'm not really saying much. I've just got this idea stuck in my head from maybe a dream that I had after clutching this sword all night, and I'm going to get into this kind of more natural environment and just kind of put the sword kind of tip down and just think. And I'd like to cast Commune with Nature using one of the charges. So, do I do this? Ability.
You just read Commune with Nature out for me a second.
I can, yes.
I've
You briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. In the outdoors, the spell gives you knowledge of the land within 3 miles of you. In caves and other natural underground settings, the radius is limited to 300 feet. The spell doesn't function when nature has been replaced by construction, such as dungeons and towns. You instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to the area.
It's the facts bit I could...
Terrain and body... Yeah. And particularly... powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead, and influence from other planes of existence.
So you...
So I'm specifically... So my questions would be...
So, well, first of all, I'll tell you, you do not sense any fae, fiends, undead, or celestial beings. What are your
Great,
questions?
okay.
Like that.
So the questions would... Yeah. So the questions would be regarding the routes of Yggdrasil, and also the location of, if I get the feeling there's an Argon Core, or
No, I'm good.
So
similar. I'm not sure how that relates
Yeah,
to planes of existence.
you wouldn't get an answer back regarding the Argon Core. This spell doesn't compute what even an Argon Core would be, let alone where it be, what it is.
Yeah, okay.
But in terms of the roots of Yggdrasil, or just a sign of Yggdrasil, yeah, you would get the sense of Yggdrasil's presence within 300 feet.
Okay. So let me just double check.
Do I have to tell you exactly where it is?
For example, you could determine the location of major. Yeah. So I would be looking for the routes.
Yeah, exactly that. And what I'll say is, it's not really sort of ESP. You can't sort of see it through walls, but you get the sense that it's within 150 feet. Because you don't know this area well, I'll call it out when you get close.
Okay. Turn to Lugus, say, the routes are close. The sword tells me.
I bet they're in the fucking core.
I'm not gonna question it. I don't know what your sword does, but
Yeah.
my key occasionally talks to me, so I guess we've got that in common.
Your key talks to you. I mean, this is a magic sword owned by a god. I mean, a key. What?
I picked up a magic talking key in the Waterdeep paint. I just sort of found it in the corner. From what I can tell, it appears to be able to unlock most locks. It claims it can unlock arcane locks, which is very surprising. And yeah, it's got.
Well, you've been under a lot of pressure recently, so
strange opinions.
I wouldn't worry too much.
And it has a bad habit of playing the wrong music to make it distrustful.
It does, yeah. Would you guys like to continue on?
Trepidation. Yes.
1 second. When we get to these routes, like we want to go to the routes, right? Huh? Yeah. What happens if do you have to like climb it, or does it like teleport you? Like, how does it work?
We might have to climb it. The way the Yggdrasil works, it's like a bridge between realms. It passes through the astral plane. It's a lot shorter than like planar travel on planar exploration, but you do have to.
You would know that
the roots of Yggdrasil will allow you to travel like a plane shift from one place to another, very specific places. So yeah, there are routes that you can climb if you are in presence of a tree, but the roots allow you to travel the network, essentially.
Yeah. I'm not really the best one. You should ask that. That was more Janus's job.
Sorry, I should have told you that. I should tell you.
How long roughly did it take us to get to where we are?
I'll say about 20 minutes or so.
Oh, God. I've suddenly realised that I'm still very much not ready for another adventure. Can I run back and grab my stuff?
You want to put your pants on before we go anywhere else?
We'll say you kept your pack with you.
Well, I'm fine on this side, but...
You are very embarrassed right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Julius, did you pick up my things on the way out?
100%.
Oh, very observant that you picked them up. Thank you. And I'll just quickly back ready for adventure.
Perfect.
Cool.
Okay.
Anything else? And you guys proceed on. You walk for another 10 minutes or so. Now, everyone with dark vision knows that you are now in pitch black. Julius, you just have these two lights that's being emitted by Lugus and yourself, and you're just travelling along. It is fully lit up, you can see everything, and everyone else with dark vision can choose to either see the black and white or the real visceral colour version. And you head down these unworked tunnels until the point where you almost have to crouch, so you are crouching beneath tunnels, and you make your way under a ledge, almost as if these are caverns that have been formed rather than built, and it has now turned into sort of this cavernous place. But as you make your way through for about another 20 or so minutes, it turns back into a worked chamber, much more akin to a sewer. So this is what you head into, and you will all see this ominous orange glow.
Oh shit.
Do I see suspicious claw marks in the roof, or are those dangling things?
Yeah, that is. So what you see on the roof there are not claw marks. They appear to be. Roll an intelligence check.
At 8.
I'm feeling a lot right now, right?
3.
You've no idea what these are. These are almost pipes, but they're made of some material that you've never seen before. Hew, it would come naturally to you that you've never seen this kind of material. You've never seen these pipes that are going across the roof, and they come across. They go back the way you came, and then they spurt out. They go straight upwards, in tiny little holes, but they're coming from this entrance in front of you.
Would I not necessarily know what the material is, but would I recognise the material from like shrapnel or ruins within?
No. So you're on the wavelength. Bob Taylor, you probably know what this is, but this is unique.
But I'm presuming I'm feeling cool.
Oh yeah. This
Flopsy,
Argon Core is very close.
Do you want me to like cast light on an arrow and you can shoot it down?
Well, we can see a bright orange light coming from there, can't we?
Oh,
You can, but it is still complete darkness. So it's just this orange glow that's coming. But it's just darkness at the end.
Would
Wait, what
introduce new light help?
Well, if I have an arrow that's lighted, then at the very least we can see roughly how far it goes.
Yeah, I mean, we can, but oh my god. Get away.
So sure, yeah, so she'll knock an arrow.
And as you guys you shoot it into this dark abyss, and the arrow completely disappears.
Oh, that's some flipping drow hole bullshit.
This happened down under the museum.
This
is
I mean,
the drow or the Gritson, or you gotta remember that this is a chaotic Argon Core. It doesn't necessarily follow the rules of physics.
that's exactly my opposite on the alignment chart. I am lawful.
Lawful
Dead.
scientific.
Yeah,
Expect the unexpected, basically. But it could also be the Gritson, just also saying that.
keep your eyes open for Ozzy Osbourne.
Haha, 'tis me, the Grits.
Oh, fuck. Cast Eldritch Blast.
Definitely keeping my short bow out, though.
Yeah.
Approach slowly.
So as you guys approach
I will
slowly-
mount Hew.
I'll turn my light off.
You
I will
come-
mount Hew.
You come up to this thick black wall of just darkness. It's almost like a solid plane. Yeah.
Are we going to have tie ropes to us again? Or are we just not going to bother with this time?
Wait, hang on a minute, and he will just repeatedly stab the darkness, just in case there's anybody standing on the other side.
So you as you plunge your blade through, your blade does just go through effortlessly. Like it is almost like a gas, but you don't see any kind of gas. It is just more of this solid thing. So your blade does go through effortlessly. It does not meet any fleshy person on the other side.
Oh.
You can bring your sword out. There's
Okay,
a
he will just
marshmallow at the
lean. He will just lean his head forward.
I'm on your head!
Yes.
Cool. Do you have any way of seeing in magical darkness? Dark vision
No.
doesn't count.
Actually, wait 1 second.
I do.
Oh.
What do I?
Oh, sorry, I'll pull my head back out. You're talking
I'm
to me.
fairly certain doesn't my true sight allow me to see through it.
You'd have to read it, but what possibly? But
I
Lugus, you
think
stick
it's-
your head through, completely pitch black.
Even like when I'm if I'm like holding a light. Okay.
So it's not quite the same as say a portal. You're more
Yeah.
akin to magical darkness.
If only I grabbed Devil's Sight.
Ah, yeah, that would have done you.
That would have been useful.
Can see in normal and magical darkness.
There we go. So as you wish to activate it, I assume, and as you do, you can see that this magical darkness emits for about 50 feet in this direction, and you see a brick wall at the other end with a single wooden door. And the door is
Okay.
closed.
Is the orange
Right.
light coming from behind the door?
What I'll say
Is
is
there-
the magical darkness would be would hide it essentially.
Okay.
Right. So the magical darkness goes for 50 feet. There is a brick wall, a wooden door. It's currently closed.
That is
I don't
wrong.
think it's a portal. I think it's just magical darkness.
Okay.
If you aim me, I could hold my breath and run and charge at the door and break through.
I don't think you need to hold your breath in magical darkness. I think you can just breathe fine here.
He doesn't know.
You stuck your head
Ah.
through it earlier. You stuck his head in it earlier. Were you holding your breath then?
No, I wasn't
Well-
actually. No, it's a very, very good point.
I'm just saying, as the
Well, I
only
could have
person
drowned.
to see through this cloud, maybe I should go first. Just as a navigational purpose, if nothing else.
Well, why don't we just do the chain that we did last time? Remember when we were
Oh, we were invisible.
following their own Cassius?
I can do that, like a conga.
Yeah, let's conga.
I'm glad Hugh's not just wearing the towel anymore.
Okay, well, Flopsy will move forward and towards the door that she can see.
Conga line.
Okay.
What's your passive perception again?
18.
We're about to get killed.
Roll a perception check for me.
What's my perception? I think it's +3, but I just need to check. Oh, if only I'd known that's my character sheet.
You can have it and nothing. I can plug it back in.
No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. 17.
You will see that there is a tiny piece of thin metal twine on the floor, like fishing wire, almost as if it is a tripwire.
Okay, I'm going to stop before it.
Ugh.
That's 3 people charge into your back.
Yeah. There is a tripwire on the floor. Now, I'm not going to ask 3 practically blind people to go and try and walk over a tripwire. That is just asking for trouble. So just wait where you are. I can see you. It's fine. And I'm going to... Can I see where the arming device is, this tripwire?
So I'm going to say you're about 10 feet away from the door. You can see that the tripwire itself is sort of stuck up with sort of 2 posts. And then there's a fine piece of thin wire that goes up to the roof. And you can see very faintly, with your insanely good passive perception, an arcane rune etched in the ceiling.
So it's not one I can disarm, it has to be done magically. Oh shit. Right, okay, I think it's gonna... Unless someone's got to dispel magic or something, we're just gonna have to try. Because, unfortunately, that isn't my expertise.
How far away is this wire?
I'm directly in front of it, right? So, oh, no, I tell you what. Right. I'm going to step over the wire. And then I'm going to, like, hold my hands out, like, for Julius. So it's basically like this. And then I'm going to basically lead Julius forward. And I'm going to be saying, like, right, okay, one more step, right, stop. The wire is directly in front of you. Lift your foot, don't move forward, just lift
Backflip
it.
over it.
And then, yeah, just basically guiding every movement.
Would you like to backflip over it?
Up to you, man.
A look on Vic's face.
Up to you, man.
What I was saying is what Flopsy is trying to do makes sense and would be pretty easy, and I won't make you roll for it. But a backflip, on the other hand, you will roll.
I know. No, I'm not going to backflip over
Do
it.
you?
I will step over it because I don't want us to die.
And then I will do the same for Hew. I obviously won't do the same for Lugus because Lugus is on Hew. So, so I will guide Hew across and hopefully over the tripwire as well.
And I will...
Sorry, can you just remind what your active perception check was?
17.
Sorry, Hew, cool.
I was going to say I'll do a backflip. No, I'll just carefully step over the wire.
Can I do a backflip?
If you are, I mean, you can fly, so you can just backflip in the air if you want, mate. Look cool.
Sure.
Unless you want to.
I can do it in this magical darkness where no one but Flopsy can appreciate it.
That's good. Roll a performance check if you like, mate, for your backflip.
Way.
You can add your spellcaster modifier if it's your mage hand that's helping you out doing it.
Sure. On top of my performance modifier?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That would be a 20 then.
Sweet. It's a pretty good backflip.
It always confuses me that your charisma's so good.
I'm Warlock. It's my spell.
Warlock, yes. Yeah, but I still think of you as a cleric.
I do as well, to be fair.
Yeah, my highest ability stat is intimidation.
Wonder why you-
Perfect. That's hilarious.
So,
I suppose there is something quite intimidating about something like literally 2 feet tall. Just
cute squirrel.
Yeah.
Being psycho.
what I'll say is, as you are leading everybody over, Flopsy, you've sort of got your back turned to the door. And as you're guiding Hew over, the last one, you take one step back and you feel a plate in the floor depress. And you hear a click,
Oh no.
but nothing
Uh-oh.
appears to happen. And
Is it
as you-
because I haven't raised my foot yet, or is it because it's
No,
still
as
down?
you raise your foot, the panel in the floor raises back up, and you feel sort of
Mhm.
a detent just, but nothing appears to happen.
Jeez. Wonder what?
What was the clicking noise? What was the noise?
I just stepped on a pressure point, but nothing happened.
I'm scared.
Which, to be quite frank with you, I think is more
It's okay,
worrying.
Hugh, you still exist.
Don't worry, Hugh. I'm here.
In the 10 feet between us and the door, I'm going to do another quick sweep for any traps. So I've found the pressure plate, found the tripwire. Is there anything else?
You're good from here.
Okay.
I had one
I am gonna-
20 trap, just letting you.
What did it do? Can I check the door for traps as well?
You can easily sort of look over the door. And
Hmm.
you do see it's got almost this magical sheen to it. Rather not trapped, but it is magical in some aspects.
Lugus?
Hey?
Do you have that sentient key by any chance?
Are you talking about Mr. Key?
Yeah, that's the one. You said he can open arcane locks, right?
I claim to. I haven't seen. We haven't really come across one.
I think we might have come across one.
Okay. Can you be sure?
Well, it's got a magical sheen to it, as if there's some kind of barrier.
That's usually what that looks like, I assume.
It's either that or a trap. Tell, I'm not magic.
Well. Just guide me to it. And I'll sort
So
of
I'm
just
gonna,
float,
lift
just
it
float
off
in
me.
midair, holding the key. I'll pull out the key and hold it in front of me.
And as you pull out Mr. Key, he'll sort of have this tiny little cute little yawn, and it'll just go, hello, Lugus. It's me, Mr.
Oh.
Key.
Hello, Mr. Key. Once again, you've chosen a really bad music for Mr. Key.
I have once again a very ominous music track for a non-ominous key.
Okay, we might have found an arcane lock for you.
And he'll sort of pause for a few moments. Ooh, you appear to have found your way into a very dark place, haven't you?
I know I could barely flip and see. But that I mean I can't see.
Oh, I just meant the general area. This is very old, very dark.
Again, you seem to know more than you sort of than you're willing to say.
I say everything I'm willing to say. Maybe it's just you just not asking the right questions.
Probably.
Your fault.
I'm
Oh
just
wow.
a kid.
Fine.
I don't know a lot.
Okay, well. Yeah, help us open this door.
I can give it a go. And as you offer Mr. Key up to this door, you can still hear the sentient voice, and he just goes, Ooh, this lock is a nice one. And you insert it into the tumbler, and the key sort of modifies its size. The tang grows larger. You can feel it sort of manipulating itself within the lock, and you've almost got to hold on to this key while it's sort of trying different combinations out. And he just goes,
This lock has not been open for some time, but doesn't appear to be rusty at all. It's actually very well intact. It smells like lavender and death. But mostly of lavender. It's quite a nice one. And
that's good.
He'll just say, ooh, I've got the first pin. I just thought I'd let you know. And he sort of goes backwards and forwards, and you can just hear this, and then it will go click, and he'll sneeze, and then he'll retract himself out, and he'll just go, I appear to have done it, Mr. Lugus.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Key.
I told you I could do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm quite proud of you. That's 1 gold star.
I could ask you a question if you wouldn't mind while I'm out.
Sure.
If you had to hazard a guess, what would you expect to find behind this door?
The ominous orange lighting that we saw earlier, sort of.
Ooh. It's very interesting, isn't
something.
it?
Yeah.
Do me a favour. Next time you find the door, before you walk through it, ask yourself, what would be behind this door? Does anything even exist behind the door before you've opened the door?
Again,
it's a modern kind of situation again.
A poor choice of music.
Maybe it's exactly the right music I've chosen.
Oh no! Oh no!
Sorry. Sorry, frog in my throat.
I wasn't aware you had a throat, but I'll keep it in mind.
Think on it, Mr. Lugus. Apologies if I'm making you feel at unease in any kind of way. I'm here to help. And it appears you've made your way to Idrisil all by yourself. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. It was a lot quicker than I imagined.
Hey? Good thing you got a barbarian with a sword who read its properties, and the DM didn't think that he'd be able to use it in the sewers.
I know.
Bloody benefit.
I'm gonna put you away now.
Bye bye, Mr. Lugus.
Bye bye, Mr. Key. Oh, hello. Mr. Key got the door open for us.
Oh,
I'm presuming that entire conversation was in your head, right?
You could see this arcane key manipulating itself in the lock, but yeah, you didn't hear it.
Well, they could. We couldn't.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Got really quiet, and you heard some clicks.
It's really dark in here.
Hew, it's okay.
So,
Stand still. Just think about the card trick or whatever it was. What the fuck was it? Coin trick.
Lugus, we now apparently have a skeleton key. Just wanted to make that clear. Right? That's what it is? A skeleton key?
I mean, pretty much. He does say some weird things, like he told me, Lugus, be careful. Think about what happens before the next door. There could be non-existence on the other side of it or something.
Oh. I mean, it's fair warning, I guess, but the second thing is a little bit... Okay. Just before we go through, can I see anything through the keyhole?
Complete darkness.
Even with the true sight?
Yeah, so just it is just a large expanse.
I'm going to pick up my arrow.
Oh no, I suppose you will see a platform in front of you, about 15 feet in front of you.
15 feet. Excellent. Okay, well, I guess just, carefully... Well, I'll put Lugus back on Hew's shoulder. And then carefully open the door.
And as you open the door, this large, thick, black expanse opens up. But you all see, as light lanterns around the room just go illuminating this room. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh
What?
no! Oh no!
It looks evil. Oh my god.
It looks huge!
He's seen.
That's massive.
The scene is yours. You are free to move
Oh no.
as you wish.
How do you not notice it? Oh, yeah, okay.
Wait, what? What are we looking at?
No, you won't know. I will know. Oh no. But Flopsy. Well, would Flopsy know?
No, you wouldn't have.
No.
You wouldn't have been to the chamber in Baldur's Gate.
Oh no.
Why is everyone saying, oh no? It looks totally safe.
It's just PTSD.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Oh,
TPK, guys. TPK.
what could this room be? I wonder.
So
Surely no
you will
ominous
all see
implications here.
a room with multiple platforms. In the corners of the room appears to be pools of red liquid. Lanterns are sort of shining on this room, but you do see these sort of rocks of red, sort of gemstones, like what's that kind of gemstone that you find in real life? More like a geode, like a broken geode type deal, with stalagmites, sort of amethyst. That's what I'm thinking. Sort of natural formed amethyst, laid out there. And you see these very strange but familiar machines on each one of the 4 platforms. The same machines that you would see that powered the Harmony skyship.
How am I feeling right now?
Like, very, very groggy, but very calming at the same time.
Interesting. Like, almost like there's a kind of dampening field around me, or?
Like this feeling has just become familiar to you. You know, like if you walk into a room that stinks, but you spend a good 20 minutes there and suddenly you stop smelling it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Flopsy's going to be following Lugus. I won't attempt to move.
As you,
Is
as you move up there,
Excellent.
Lugus, you spot a central platform, a large circular platform with essentially a. You don't see sort of this cross in the middle, but you see a circle in the middle that sort of like a depressed pillar. It looks like it could come up and down.
just gonna throw it out there. This place looks really dodgy.
I feel surprised.
I don't think that's good. I'm used to you being manic 95% of the time.
I feel at ease.
You feel at ease?
Well, like talking about the thing you thought you were feeling this morning, but instead you were feeling a bit sad.
I'm still feeling sad.
I think we need to go use some therapy. But regardless, I don't know.
What's the glowing red thing in front of us?
Whereabouts?
There.
It's not glowing. It's just a red orb that I can't make not glow, sadly.
Okay. So it's a red orb that's not glowing. Does it look like the same material as the brimstone?
No. Very, very different.
Can I walk towards that?
Yeah, you certainly can. And it just appears to be a completely inert, arcane globe.
Doesn't appear to be doing anything. Nothing in this room appears to be powered on at all, or absolutely anything.
There's no sign of the Argon thingy or the roots of whatever.
Well, it's funny you should say the roots. So, I suppose Lugus is your furthest south. Roll me a perception check.
Ah, okay. Come on, Luke. Damn it, why are we so blind?
8. Actually, I suppose what I can do for you is Mr. Keys. Voice will enter your mind. Lugus,
Hello?
what do you make of this room then?
I mean, I'm getting some pretty bad vibes. Usually dark rooms with cold stone and, I know, red.
Maybe
Just red.
this is where they house Argon Cores. You wonder, don't you?
How do you know what an Argon Core is?
I'm just a key. I don't know much.
Are you just a key?
What else would I be? I'm just a key.
Yeah. Alright, Mr. Key, what makes you say this sort of feels like where an Argon would be stored?
Well,
What makes you think that?
that sends a platform in the room. I would hazard a guess that would be where a core would be held. Look at what it's made out of. Large, dense granite.
Oh, I didn't realise you were so versed in geology.
Yes. The granite acts as a modulator for the Argon itself.
Ah, thank you. I know what all those words mean.
Essentially allows the Argon to power things. Keeps it in check. Keeps it in balance.
Oh, well, that's good. I assume Baldur's Gate's whole situation was due to an imbalance.
Oh, most certainly. Not that I would know much about that. I'm just a key.
Yep, I believe it.
Getting the impression it's not just a key at this point.
Indeed. Have you tried looking up?
No, actually, I haven't looked up
And as
yet.
you look
I'm
up,
gonna.
You will see the entire roof is glowing in red, almost spider web roots, and you instantly recognize this as the roots of Idrisil, and they come down on the few select walls, the east wall, the west wall. They come down and they settle, but this whole room is covered in the roots of Idrisil. I told you I'd get you here.
Oh, is there any signs of damage on them?
No signs of
What
damage
are that?
whatsoever.
No signs of damage.
They look very much.
I thought you said they were golden.
Yeah, well, Lugus would know they'd probably usually glow to some degree.
In my head, they glow.
At least in bits and pieces.
Andy,
There you go.
Yeah.
have we passed a body?
No.
Someone built a wall from the inside. There was a bed that no one slept in. And we haven't found a body.
I mean, I don't see any doors out of this place. Yeah, I mean the only exit appears to be up.
Could they have travelled through the roots?
Lugus, as you head
Yeah.
towards one of the walls, make No, I'm not even going to make you roll for this. You get the sense
Okay.
that the roots of Idrisil are here, but they haven't been here for long. You get the sense that they are fresh roots.
So, okay. I mean, maybe not. I don't think the roots have been manifest here long. Because maybe the person who was behind here had some sort of teleport spell.
But then why the bed?
I don't know.
Did we
Man's like to nap.
get an idea of how long the bed had been there?
Long time.
Like, are we? I mean, perhaps it's been so long that. I mean, this was constructed, what, 5,000 years ago? Like, isn't that right?
I mean, a bit before from what I've gathered, the cataclysm in Baldur's Gate happened 5,000 years ago. Are you suggesting that, like, the person who did all this and, like, built it in has sort of, like, died and has since returned to the earth?
It's a long, long time. Yes, enough time for rats and other creatures to make short work of the body.
Surely there'd still be bones?
No, not there's some. Maybe.
I mean, the floor's been concrete, right? Or stone?
Yeah, I'd say
Granite.
Yeah. No, so granite will only exist on the central platform itself. The rest of it would be Faerûn's equivalent of concrete.
Yeah.
No, I don't
There's
think it is.
nowhere for the body to disintegrate. It won't dissolve into stone. It just won't. And rats won't eat bone. They'll gnaw on bone, but they won't eat it. Sorry. There should be a corpse around here somewhere, and there isn't.
Unless, well, I'll tell you what, as everybody is looking, everyone roll me a perception check, 'cause this is a large room.
Can we do an epic one? So I don't have to do it individually on a sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We haven't done an epic roll in a while.
Yeah.
It'll be on theme. It's corpse epic roll.
Let's do it.
Epic perception.
Oh no, yeah, I am fucking blind. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Flopsy,
Vicky,
saying on you.
I'm gonna try, but I can't promise, man.
17.
That's better.
Hew, Julias, Lugus, you're just lost.
Sitting on the floor and it's a stomach with my eyes shut. So, the room's doing that horrible spinny thing.
As you make your way around the room, Flopsy, very much in this southerly corner down here, you will see the remains. And when I say remains, you will see the very decrepit bones and teeth of what appears to be a dragon-born creature.
I'm gonna kneel down towards it. Is there anything that is like inorganic around it?
Nothing that springs to mind. But as you reach out and you touch this body, you attune to the body because of a choice you made earlier. And you grab it.
Oh, okay.
And you see a figure that I can't find. But imagine him as a dragonborn wizard, very small spectacles, and he is stood in front of you in ethereal form. Only you can see this. It appears as though you can converse with him if you like.
Oh.
Greetings.
What's your name?
My name is Talon.
Why are you here?
This is where I stay. This is where I have died. And this is where I will remain to be until I can pass on.
What's your purpose down here?
My purpose down here is the same purpose as every other dead creature. To wait.
Is this an Argon Core chamber?
This is an Argon Core chamber. Correct.
Do you have something to do with the Argon Core chamber? Maintain it or look after it?
I am the sole protector of this Argon Core. I protected it with my life.
Die.
What's that? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
How did you die?
How did I die? I died by the hands of a man named Gattus Cross.
What did he want with the Argon chamber?
Unsure.
Is the Argon still here?
No. Gattus Cross took the Argon Core.
How long ago?
Approximately 5,001 years ago.
A year before the cataclysm.
Before the explosion
So
of
he-
Baldur's Gate. That is correct. I can't hear you, Squirrel, but I assume...
Oh no, sorry, yeah, I'm not here. That was Adam just speaking
Sorry.
Scottish.
I mistaked myself.
So he took the core before the cataclysm and he took it somewhere else. But why can I feel it around here?
Argon remains within the city through residual pieces in the lines that you see emanating out from this room. The core itself, however, is absent.
Right. Look. I'm gonna lie. I don't know how I'm talking to you. I'm assuming it's something to do with I speak to dead people now, but is there anything you think is important for us to know? Because unfortunately, we think that Gattus Cross might still be active somehow and planning some terrible plan that we're trying to stop.
If an individual would have access to an Argon Core, they would be capable of anything. If this Gatter's Cross is still active as you say, then he must be stopped at all costs.
Where might someone transport an Argon Core to? Are there any important characteristics that an Argon holder should have?
How are you carrying Argon?
Now that is the million gold question. So are you saying that I have something, or that it could just be anything that can hold an Argon energy source?
Maybe you and Gattus share a lot more in common than you realise.
Oh, Talon, that is not something I want to be hearing. Okay, here's, I suppose, a kind of last question. There was a third, well, penultimate. There was a third core, right? You had the life core in Baldur's Gate, the chaos core, Petal here. What was the third core in presumably Neverwinter?
Third core is the core of death.
Knew it. Fucking knew
See.
it. In the bag.
My stories are simple. Come on.
Right, okay, that might explain why I can now talk to dead people.
Does it?
Was I?
Nothing.
Okay, so, right, the life core obviously brings life, the chaos core is just random shit, and then the death core is, well, to do with death. What happens if all three coincide in some way?
When all three cores are active, they create a balance, they create miracles, endless untapped power.
Would you happen to know anyone that might be able to teach me a little bit more about that?
No. Maybe you should
Right.
ask Gattus Cross.
I don't want to do that, Talon. He's the last person I want to contact. Okay. Last question for you.
Maybe you will see Gattus Cross real soon.
No. Vicky doesn't want to hear that.
His figure changes to this figure right here. You will see this face. I will show you all.
Oh.
Oh no!
Face.
I know who that is. No.
And his voice will change, and it will become a lot more sinister. And he will just say, "Hello. What are you doing here? I see you've been busy."
Right, out of interest, am I speaking in my head or am I speaking out loud when I speak to him?
You are speaking out loud, and as he finishes the sentence, "You've been busy," the rest of you hear it now as well. This is now booming across the room.
Just, I presume.
I am Gattus Cross. And you have been meddling in things that you shouldn't be.
Oh, depending on the perspective, one could say the same thing about you.
What I'll do is this figure will materialize in the center of the room on this large granite platform. And he will address you all. And he will sort of turn in your direction, Hew. You're an interesting one, aren't you? Man from the forest. Why are you here? What are you doing?
I know this is the first I've kind of seen him, so I'll draw a sword. Where the fuck did you come from?
I'm everywhere. I can see what I wish to see. I can be who I want to be. You are something I have my eye on. But tell me, why are you here? Why are you all meddling in affairs that you shouldn't be meddling in?
I don't even know who you are. Why am I going to speak to you? Why am I going to answer your questions?
You don't have to. But I could just kill you now.
What are you now? Like, you're not dead, but you're not alive. What are you?
I am the last remaining divine. I am everything. I will be the end of all four of you, and the end of this land.
Why? Why do you want that? I mean, us, I can understand. We're, as you say, meddling, but the land?
It's hideous. All of you vermin skittering around like you've all got someplace to be super fast. It's disgusting. I don't like this world much. I will rebuild it in my vision.
Four other heroes stopped you once. Might have only been temporary, but they did.
They didn't stop me. They did exactly what I wanted them to do. Right here,
Really?
in a room very much like this one.
What's taking you so?
Sorry, little squirrel. What was that?
I said, you appear to be deaf. What's taking you so long?
None of your fucking business, squirrel. I
Must
am
be very patient,
biding
are we?
my time.
5 millennia.
5 millennia for you is like a blink of an eye for me.
It was literally a blink of an eye for me as well. My name's Lugus, I'm from the past.
I know who you are.
Oh, sorry. I didn't want to assume, you know.
I know where you've come from.
Neat.
It's my home now.
Oh,
Are you physically here, or is it this more of a... Because if you're kind of like a divine, divines can project themselves, right? So are you like here? Are you here?
I am here. I am everywhere.
Okay, so you're not here then.
He'll sort of turn into this blue mist and just probably wade over to you, Hew, and just reform himself. But his body is now he's about 10 foot large, with long, elongated, spider-like arms, as they sort of curl out into this black spike at one end, and he just sort of moves his arms around you. I can be whatever I want to be, and be anywhere I wish to be. You are fighting a losing battle. You must know this. Why continue? Just go live your lives. The precious few time you have left.
I'm afraid giving up is not something I'm accustomed to. And can you not be somewhere else?
No. And he'll sort of just materialise a chair next to him, and he'll just go and sit in a chair. He will then raise his hand and project an image of the familiar figure that you know as Ephraim Stoll. But he will project him for just a few moments before the entire body of Ephraim is ignited in flames, and this screams from this old man, and the smell is, you smell it as almost as if it was real in front of you, this man burning to death. And then the burnt body just fades and crumples to the floor. Yeah.
I wake up.
Out of interest, Andy, I'm still true sighting. Am I seeing anything beyond what is there, or
you're probably seeing some etherealness come off him? Pretty obvious to you that this is not visceral. He's not of a material essence, if that makes sense.
okay?
What's going on? Are we having a fight?
So,
I'm trying to ascertain why you are all continuing doing what you are doing.
I'm trying to ascertain why you just decided to burn an old man.
In my way.
Because we don't want the world to burn.
Aye.
Admirable. So,
you may not like it, but we're quite fond of this place.
what would you do to keep this world intact? Would you end all of your lives right now?
What, on the promise of a man that we can't trust?
Of course.
This is Gatter's cross.
Julius, pay attention.
Did I hear you say that as well? Because that's Gatter's cross. Okay.
You won't get the sense of who this is at this point. And, he has
I'm sure he said his name.
He has said his name a couple of times already.
I also said the name.
Yeah. I'm assuming I would have recognised him from his voice from that one time he spoke to me before.
Why do you want this land to keep living? What if I offered you a place in a newly constructed land?
But we don't want a newly constructed land. We want the one that we've built. The one that we live in. The one that we are a part of.
Why?
Same reason that you want a world that you've built. Because it's something that's ours, something that we've made.
But in this world
Aye.
there is death and destruction and murder and all sorts of horror.
And life. And beauty. And friendship.
Yeah, by removing the negatives, you're just making everything a bit stale there, pal.
Do those things really outweigh the nigh on total destruction of Faerûn? The entire destruction of an entire city?
Are you referring to the thing that you did? Are you referring to the thing that you did that was your fault?
Technically.
All that death and destruction that you're sort of trying to sort of turn us away from is entirely your own doing. So if you had showed up with your ugly skeleton face, that would have been fine.
If it wasn't me,
It would
it
have
would have been someone else.
Yeah, but it was you though. So you really shouldn't be trying to sell this idea when you're the one who's got of an architect of death yourself.
And at the end of the day, yeah, okay, there's shit in this life. There really is. There's debauchery, there's lies, deceit, there's murder, there's death. But all of those things, without them, the good wouldn't have meaning.
Yeah, you're putting my sort of entire alignment / God out of a job there.
You can't
You
have
asked the
hope.
simple question, Gattus. You asked the simple question, do all of those bad things outweigh, or do all of those good things outweigh the bad? And you know what? No, they don't. But they equal it. It's all balanced.
I disagree.
What
Carry on,
makes your more than us, more than ours?
because I am a god, and you are not.
Yet I know no one who worships you.
I
Aye.
do not need worship.
That's sort of the job description.
I have my followers. I have everything I need. Soon enough.
Is that going to be like in another 5 millennia? Do you want me to like start counting down? I can get a calendar for you.
Smart, aren't you, squirrel? You will see. I'll make you watch as I burn it to the fucking ground.
Sure. And I'll watch you fail.
Do you know where your god is, squirrel?
Work in progress. Do you know where my god is?
I know where your god is.
Oh, could I get a hint, please?
He's fucking dead.
I have reasons to disbelieve that.
Hew. Baldur. I cut his fucking head off. With his own blade. The same blade you wield.
You lie, Gattus.
What reason do I have to lie?
What reason do I have to trust?
Yeah.
You don't. I don't care, either way. You've all made your choices here tonight. You will all die. And I will make it work.
Julius is like, I've not said a fucking word. What?
Wait, what the fuck, man? Am I gonna be dying or watching? because either's a turn on. Let's face it.
On that note, the
Don't end it that way.
the visage of Gattus will disappear.
Nice.
So I've been hearing in my head this entire time.
God, he's very ugly.
He's super ugly.
Fuck you.
Oh God, he's still here.
I am everywhere. I've told you this.
Flopsy's gonna run over to Lugus.
Oh, why?
Why?
Yes.
Lugus, he shouldn't be able to get out of the upper planes, correct?
I mean, I'm not an expert on that weird lattice thing, but it's just you're probably better one to ask than that. Did he look like? Did he?
Okay. Well, he shouldn't. He shouldn't be. I mean, you'd have seen him too. He would have been there. But here's the thing: we think that we can use Yggdrasil, right, to travel beyond the lattice.
Oh, you think he's doing that as well?
Well, he says he can be everywhere at any one time, and you said that Yggdrasil.
Oh, you're so glitchy. Why are you using Kate's?
Oh wow.
It's everywhere, right?
I mean, it's most where.
Oh, it's doing the thing.
Is it doing a thing?
Please leave and come back.
Network.
Can you hear me?
You're good now. You're good
Fine,
now.
That was network.
Yeah. It's most places. The tree passes through like every plane, but not all the time.
But that
Is there any
would
way to
explain
control
why
it?
we could. Yeah.
Any way to control it? Oh God, that's not. That's no. Maybe there's.
Not your area.
Yeah, definitely not my area of expertise. If I knew how to manipulate that would take the power of a god to manipulate the world tree. I think it has something to do with Jormungandr at the bottom and that weird flipping eagle thing whose name I can't pronounce at the top.
I've forgotten as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Jormungandr. I'm pretty sure there's like a dragon in the middle at some point, but there's also a weird eagle at the top, and I don't know what it's called.
But you will all see these roots, these golden glowing roots, start to move and start to viscerate down the walls and just lead up. They appear to be alive.
Well,
Do they appear to be healthy?
Very, very healthy.
well, that like an invitation.
What we're trying to do? We've got to see the council, but we can come back, I suppose.
Hey. All right.
Lugus, it's me, Mr. King.
Hello, Mister. Hello. What's up?
Was you just talking to Gattus Cross?
How do you know who these people are? You're
I'm
really not.
just the king. I don't know much.
You know what? I'm gonna
Flipping everything.
I hate this game.
You know, flipping everything, Mister Key. This time, I am projecting to the group. What?
I told
Yes,
you not
that
to
was
tell
Gattus
your
Cross.
friends about me, Lugus.
Oh, why though? Well, yes, that was Gatter's Cross.
Don't dodge the question. Why have you shown me to your friends? Now
I
they are
pulled you out in
suspicious
front
of
of
me.
them. There's no reason for that. You've got happy-go-lucky banjo music.
Well,
That is all. I just wanted to know if it was Gatus Cross, was all.
Okay, well, I'm fairly certain it was him, or at least like an apparition of him.
Well.
Yep.
Sorry, I found that humorous.
Okay. Do you want to extrapolate on the joke? I don't really get it.
An inside joke more than anything.
You have with flipping Gatus Cross. Were you like roommates?
I don't know him that well. He's helping me.
Okay.
And he can help
Well,
you too.
I'm sort of less favourable towards Gatus's cause at the moment.
Lugus, what's he saying?
Shh.
Why don't you come back to Neverwinter?
It's a bit on fire at the moment.
I'll put it out. I'll let you back in.
You'll put it out. I mean, yes. After we kind of take a tour of my neighbourhood, sure, we can go back to Neverwinter's to our list.
What about your friend Micah?
Micah. Oh yeah, Micah. Wait,
Why
can you?
I stuck in
You
that
can't.
fucking force cage.
Oh, oh no! Oh no!
I know it did. I've been listening to you all this entire time.
No!
Thank you so much
Oh
for leading
no!
me
Oh, that's a
to
bit
the
shit.
Argon Core.
No, it's not here. Did you hear?
Well, you've done enough. Brushed
Are you surprised it's with flipping Gatus? Because I'm pretty sure all of us guessed that, Mr. Asmodeus. As plebeians call him.
Asmodeus is my... Well, do come along if you ever want to see your friend Micah again.
I mean,
He's not doing so hot.
Could you let him out, please?
Fuck no. And his
Can I
voice
roll
will just
persuasion?
disappear. No,
Oh.
this voice is gone. And the
fine.
key itself is just it loses all magical properties, and it is just a brass key in
Aw.
your hand.
Okay,
You robbed some shit before. We
Yeah,
called
bad
out for
news.
me and you.
bad news, people. My key was the devil.
What the hell is happening?
It appears Asmodeus was inhabiting Mr. Key here. I probably should have guessed, if I'm being honest. He did seem horribly creepy at numerous times with less than favourable opinions. And now, now he knows that there was once Argon here at some point.
Okay, but it's not here, and there's still no indication of where it is. So,
Why did we come down into the sewer?
because he followed with a sword.
Oh.
We found the tree, though.
Hey, that's good.
And then the
I would
key
like
was the.
you all to do very, very quickly for me
No!
is just go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Uh-oh.
This will be a
Oh, no.
soft initiative.
Oh, no.
Oh, hang on. What am I doing? So I'm here, right?
Oh, great. Mate, my rolls
Great.
today have been so shit.
Oh, that was just okay.
Do it. Has anything?
Roll normal. Just
Just
not with
roll a
advantage.
d20 and add your initiative and tell me what it is.
See, that's because my phone was in the way.
Oh, 29!
Holy where's mine gone?
Just click the button.
Julius.
Brilliant.
Good bitch. There it is.
Flopsy, make a dexterity
Yeah.
saving throw.
No. Hang on. Right, open it. That's where I got it. Ooh, okay. That is 16.
16. You'll be pulled 15 feet. Hew, you will notice a arcane device in one of the corners of the room starts to activate. We are in loose initiative. Flopsy is currently being telekinetically held in the center of this room. And now one of the devices in the corner of the room has begun to activate. What would you like to do? I suppose we'll we'll go Julius first.
Yes. Oh shit! Right.
Where did it go?
Oh my god! We can't leave it on the floor of the doggly yet. Sorry, we've lost a dice. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I know what I can do. I will run forwards. Go, go, go. I run to here.
Yep.
I run to that. Wait. This was a terrible idea. I don't think I can actually take you with me. This was a really stupid idea.
You're not Mr. Step, no.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
Dimension door, yes.
I
Mr.
can't.
Step, no.
Yeah, shit.
So
Well, in that case, that's a bad idea. So I'm just going to try and pull her out the way.
make an athletics check for me, please. This will be a
Yes.
+6 to this roll. 16 to beat.
What was that? What was that? That's weird. Athletics, yeah?
Yeah.
Come on, baby. I'm meant to be good at this. 2.
Okay. You manage to pull Flopsy free as you sort of pull around the torso and you pull Flopsy free. And what I'll do is I'll move you to here. So Flopsy, you are no longer restrained, as what was ever pulling you will hold back the strength of a fucking mortal.
Well, just use my movement to pull us both as far away from the centre as I can.
And I'll move on
I'm
to...
not sure how.
Yeah, well, I'll just say that's your action for now. We're sort of loose initiative, sort of one action. Hew, is there anything that you would like to do at this point? You will see that the roots of Yggdrasil start to creep further and further down to the walls towards this central granite dais.
I suppose I'd shout over to the others. Say, is it time to leave?
Run for the tree! Run for the tree!
Cool. And
I'll take my 40 feet of movement.
You don't need to worry about movement speed, but are you making your way towards the tree? So it is in sort of the sides of this room. So you'll make it to sort of there, and you will see these roots now glimmering and sort of glowing on the walls themselves. You don't quite know how it works, so would you like to do anything else, or should we go to Lugus?
I think I will go to Lugus. Can I just check one thing quickly? If I can find it, where'd it go? That one. What did you do? Just you can speak with plants and animals. Yeah, okay, don't worry.
Okay.
Yes, go to Lugus.
Lugus, what would you like to do? Don't worry about movement speed.
Okay. I mean, is that laser still on?
Yeah.
And it's because there are people on the main platform, I'm assuming.
You saw Flopsy get shoved into the center of the room like something was holding her there, and then the beam activated.
Okay. I mean, other than just sort of reiterating to the other two, just fucking sprint out of there, get to the roots on the side. I'll try and telekinetically shove. The only one I can get out of the center would be Julius, by pushing him back.
Okay, you want to push him?
No,
back?
I'll shove him to, and not back. I'll shove him closer because he's closer to sort of this wall. I'll shove him 5 feet, sort of like that way.
Cool. Anyway,
And then I will hop on my mage hand and fly as far as I can. Do the same, unless there's one on this back.
Yeah, they're on every single wall, so you can go over to this wall if you
Okay,
like.
then I could. Then I'd quickly make that one.
Yeah. Just as you do that, if I pop you there, you will see Elgondo asleep in the Red Waste. Just one of his simulacrums is just asleep in the Red Waste. He's snoring away.
Wait, what? Why?
I just added Elgondo to the
What is he here?
It just amused me. At the top of the round, Flopsy, make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Again. Oh, come on, roll high, man. 18.
Fuck you, man. As you feel this tug start to bring you back to the centre of the room, you just manage to sort of avoid it as it attempts to grasp onto you. And you have freedom of movement. However, I will enforce you to use your 30 feet of movement, but you can dash if you'd like.
You can double dash.
Yeah, I will. Wait. So what? I can't use my initial movement.
You can use all the movement that you've got. I'll just enforce that you use your movement. Right? Everyone else can sort of move freely.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to look at Julius, and just. I won't say anything, but you can clearly see this absolute fear and terror in my face. And then I'm going to run 30 feet towards the nearest wall, which I presume is the one that Hew is at.
Which is the right wall.
Yeah. So 30 feet there.
Yeah.
Action dash. So another 30 feet.
Yeah.
And then bonus action dash. So another 30 feet.
Yeah, you're at the wall.
And then I'm going to scream, Julius, hurry up!
Okay. We'll just end initiative there. That was supposed to be a bit more dramatic. Julius, where would you like to go? As you see, this room is now, there, the beams are coming on.
The others, obviously. I'm not going to stick around.
Yeah. Okay,
Just go next.
you're all next to Yggdrasil roots. What would you like to do?
Would I know how they work?
You would know. Just fucking
Okay,
grab on
well,
and hold on.
Yeah. Well, I have said climb in every time talking about them. It's always climb the Yggdrasil route. So yeah. You just if you watched Lugus just begins to scale them.
So Lugus, as he just begins to jump up and down with this speed, is almost as if he's with this fuck off moth. Go away! Shoot! You see
I
him?
can see him against you.
You see him?
Yeah, I can see him.
Yeah.
Fucking go away! So Lugus climbs up with immense speed. Is almost he's over there now. Little bastard. And the rest of you, if you would like to do the same, you will start to climb the Yggdrasil roots.
Yeah.
This room is
Wait.
about...
How do we get back?
Hey?
I shout to anyone. How do we get back? Like, if we go up there, how do we get back?
You don't hear a reply because I'm 80 feet away from you.
You don't hear a reply?
Well, worst comes to worst. There's always Ella if we get stuck.
Yeah. I mean, I can't access upper planes. Ignore that. Whatever.
As you all begin to climb the Yggdrasil roots, this room is about
Who knows
80
where we'll
foot
end up.
high, and you are all climbing to the apex of this roof. You're about 30 feet off. Is there anything anyone would like to do before you reach the apex of this roof? As you will see.
Is there anything, as we
you
look
will see
back
in
in the room, or anything else?
Sorry, what's that?
As we look back into the room, is there anything that we're like anything that's appeared? Gat has just come back to be a mocking bastard, like anything?
No. Just the beams are now starting to activate, and I'll say as you're climbing, there are now 3 beams currently in motion.
But they're not going to hit anything, are they? So it's just going to be brimstone hitting brimstone.
They're trying to hit you.
And as you all climb, that is where we will end our session. Hooray.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are we going to end up, man? Like,
How exciting. Right, thank you for
Yeah.
watching. Everyone give us a wave. For the undramatic introduction of Gatter's Cross. I was going to blow you up, and I failed. Goodbye, Vicky's mum. Bye-bye.
Bye, Vicky.
fine.